This is Delta Fox 7 to base.
Base over.
Approaching primary target. Acquisition in 5 seconds.
Should be approximately 30 seconds away.
Ground to air, ground to air, ground to air. Oh no, I've been hit! I've been hit!
The season spectacular is here. Fall Brawl 94, emanating from Roanoke, Virginia.
Major malfunction in all computer operatives. E-telemetry. Over.
Tonight, 2 titles will be up for grabs as Johnny B. Bad challenges Lord Steven for the World Television title. Stunning Steve tries to recapture the U.S. title from the fire-breathing Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Cactus Jack has had enough with the Sullivans. He and Kevin will lock it up. The loser must leave WCW. And Pretty Wonderful defends the World Tag title as Stars and Stripes go for the glory. In the main event, the Cage will be Lord and the War Games begin as 8 men climb into the battlefield to take team sports to the limit in War Games.
Telemetry 7 on 0. 4 seconds.
It's Fall Brawl!
The city of Roanoke, Virginia, the Roanoke Valley and the Shenandoah Valley and the entire world are ready for war. Welcome live to the Roanoke Civic Center. Welcome to Fall Brawl and War Games, the match beyond. We have the superstars of WCW here with us. First of all, we ask the fans here in Roanoke to please stand as we go to Atlantic Records recording artist Martin Del Rey, who'll be singing tonight's national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
We are off and running. War Games, Fall Brawl, the match is on. Hi, everybody. This is Tony Schiavone, Bobby the Brain Heenan, along with Mean Gene Okerlund. Later on, 2 rings, double cage, the ultimate battleground, and finally, the long-standing feud between the Rhodes family and the Funk family may come to an end.
Well, what I want to see is when they lower this cage down and 8 of them are in the ring at the same time. And think about that triangle match. The Guardian Angel, Sting, and Vader with Harley Race. Gonna blow the roof off the joint.
Looking to decide the #1 contender to the world title, Gene.
And on that subject, later on tonight, via satellite hookup on this live pay-per-view telecast, I'm going to be talking to WCW Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan from Venice Beach, California. Also by remote hookup from Las Vegas tonight, we're going to have the Nature Boy Ric Flair. So just suffice to say, it's going to be a very interesting evening, Tony. And you piece of
We will also
start
have
on me or
the
anything about
World
that. He's
Tag
talking.
Team title on the line. Loser leave town. Kevin Sullivan and Cactus Jack will get it on. And gentlemen, there has been an injury concerning the U.S. heavyweight title.
Yeah, something's up there, Tony. Apparently, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat has sustained some kind of a neck or a back injury. Hopefully, we can fill the fans in a little bit later on. I know that WCW officials have got some alternate plans all arranged.
We are set to go with our first bout. It is for the television title of the world as we kick off Fall Brawl from the Roanoke Civic Center.
Yeah, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first contest of Fall Brawl 94 It is for the World Television Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Macon, Georgia, weighing 235 pounds, the prettiest man in WCW, Johnny B. Bad.
All right, Johnny B. Bad. And a chance to become the television champion of the world. And you know, Brain, it's yet another chance to become the television champion of the world, because now Johnny B. Bad had a shot recently at Bash at the Beach against Lord Steven Regal. And even though he apparently won the match, our fans know that story. He didn't really walk out with a belt. But now Johnny B. Bad has got the attitude down. He is ready to go, and the television title could be his tonight here in the Roanoke Civic Center.
Well, it very well could be. You know, Johnny B. Bad is a gigantic star here at WCW, and everyone seems to be in love with this character. But I'll tell you this, to beat his lordship, he's got to be on his game. He's got to be 100%.
And ladies and gentlemen, the opponent in this contest for the World Television Championship, to be accompanied by his attendant, Sir William. Ladies and gentlemen, from Blackpool, England, weighing 18 stone, 2 pounds, the World Television Champion, Lord Steven Regal.
Give me a break. Look. Wait a sec. What is this? He's got a powdered wig on.
Well, that's the English heritage. He is showing the people the proper way to dress for a sporting event.
I don't believe this. This is the proper way to dress for a sporting event?
Believe me, if Zsa Zsa Gabor had a wig like that, she'd be making more movies than she's doing now.
Is this how they dress for polo, or is this how they dress for cricket in Great Britain? Oh,
I imagine they do. I haven't been to many polo or cricket matches, but that's his lordship.
Boy, you're not kidding. All right. Lord Steven Regal and Johnny B. Bad in our opening bout on Fall Brawl.
Now, Johnny B. Bad comes out here dressed like a gumball machine, and you don't say a thing about him, and you have to knock the television champion? Come on, Schiavone.
Lord Steven Regal, who it was a year ago here at Fall Brawl, when our last Fall Brawl was in Houston, Texas, became the television champion of the world. 2 rings are here tonight, and they will be alternating the different rings. We call it Ring 1 and Ring 2 as we are facing the rings here. Ring 1 is to our left, Ring 2 are to our right. And
I wouldn't call it Ring 1 or Ring 2. I'd call it, it's going to be hell.
War Zone 1 and War Zone 2. Now don't forget, they cannot really wrestle in the second ring until War Games The Match Beyond begins. And we anticipate that. That is going to be exciting. Johnny B. Bad and Lord Steven Regal. Regal, this is very unusual for Regal because Bad has had his shots at the title, but it wasn't until recently on WCW Saturday Night, Brain, when Johnny B. Bad decked Sir William, we were there, that Regal, the champion, demanded a match against Bad. Usually the challenger is demanding the match.
Well, you see, that's what I've said. You give Johnny B. Bad enough opportunities, he's going to walk away with that title eventually. He took a page out of everybody else's scrapbook. What he's done is he nailed Sir William and forced his lordship into the match. His lordship doesn't understand how things go on here in the United States. The man's at a disadvantage.
His lordship is?
Yes.
You're never at a disadvantage when you're the champion. You got things going your way. You can get counted out, disqualified.
Well, I hope he takes advantage of those rules.
Oh, you do?
Well, that's the rules.
Rolls out. The chant of USA rings out from the Roanoke Civic Center here. Tremendous crowd on hand.
And almost everyone here has shoes on. It's amazing.
Easy about Virginia, please. Side headlock. Holding on to the arm, Johnny B. Bad. Johnny being very focused in the opening part of the match, and it's difficult to do when Regal tries to get you to wrestle his type of match. When Regal tries to dictate the pace and usually does a pretty darn good job of it, it's hard to stay focused against him because he'll slow it down until he's ready to quicken it up.
Well, that's because Regal doesn't have to beat Johnny B. Bad to become anything. Johnny B. Bad's got to beat Regal to become champion. So it's up to Regal to set the pace, which is a very, very smart move.
Trying to roll out of the full arm dragon twist, stepping on the back of the knee. Regal, such a great chain wrestler, a great scientific style, the best in our sport, no question about that. Side headlock now. The thing about Regal, when you think you got him in a hold, he's going to counter and put you in something of his own. Johnny B. Bad up top. Trying to Beal. Got out of the headlock, and Johnny B. Bad with a drop kick. Bad with great counter wrestling, drop toe hold, takes the champion down, and so far, early in the bout here, Brain, you got to agree with it. Regal, who is the great scientific wrestler, is being really out-wrestled, I think, by Johnny B. Bad.
Well, at this particular stage, Johnny B. Bad is ahead if you're judging it on points. He has led the match so far.
There are no points, buddy.
Well, I know there's no points. That's what I just said. If there was points. But Regal will set his own pace eventually. He is the champion.
And Sir William flitting around here at ringside as well. Watch out for him. He's got a brand new cane tonight. Over the top. Regal, Johnny B. Bad hooking on. Great move by Bad. The double hook sends him over with a great hip toss and hooks a far leg, gets a 2, and almost came out with a win that time. And settles on the armbar in the ring.
There are more moves here in the last 5 minutes than on the entire Michael Jackson honeymoon.
Do you write these down before the telecast?
Write what down?
Never mind. Now once again in an attempt to dictate the pace of the match, Regal.
You know, I don't understand why when his lordship comes out, why everybody doesn't get out of their chairs and get on one knee and show the proper respect for this gentleman.
I'll give you a lot of reasons.
Yeah, we're in Virginia.
Well, that's not a bad reason. I mean, this was the seat of the colonies during the Revolution.
We're not
Virginia
real far
was the place.
We're not real far from Mayberry, are we?
No, we're a long way from Mayberry. Over the top. Holds him up. Again. Drop toe hold, and once again, Johnny B. Bad. Great game plan. He is prepared, and you got to be prepared in this sport, as you know. He has come to wrestle, and now the Union Jack comes out of the coat pocket of Sir William.
Well, Johnny B. Bad has definitely done his homework. Of course, he's wrestled this man on a lot of occasions. They know each other. That's why his lordship has to slow the pace down, take advantage, and ground Johnny B. Bad.
Armors carry pickup. Great move by Bad. He's going to do an airplane spin. He's got him around and puts him down. He may have him here. Regal with a great move to roll outside on that airplane spin, and he hits the far side.
Well, you know, the air is... Oh!
Johnny B. Bad over the top, and Sir William almost spilled into us right there. And Bad doing the right thing.
Because you can't beat him on the floor.
Absolutely, that's what I was... Oh! Pulling on the neck, and Regal flops in the middle of the ring. Johnny B. Bad with a high-risk swan dive, and it cost him. They hit the top rope on the near side, and Nick Patrick giving them the 10 count.
Watch now, Schiavone. How his lordship is going to take over. That's why he's the television champion. And with action like this, that's why WCW and TBS, we are #1.
Now look at what's going on the near side. It's Sir William using the cane to his advantage. Not becoming of a scientific wrestler, I would think.
Sir William is not a scientific wrestler.
No, but his man is.
Well, he's trying to protect himself. I believe Johnny B. Bad made a move. Maybe he tried to grab him around the neck. The man wears glasses.
Look at Bad.
Well, he's a boxer. The more you hit him, the more he comes alive.
He was telling him, come on, hit me again. In tremendous condition, Johnny B. Bad. Hair takedown. And Regal driving the forearm across the nose of Johnny B. Bad in our opening bout here on Fall Brawl from Roanoke, Virginia. It's been the site of tremendous wrestling matches, classic matches through the years here. I used to come here and see matches once a month in this great building.
Whether they were here or not, right? You and Pee-wee and Sparky, the guys from the PB gas station, right?
P&J Service Center. Yes, we did come here.
I bet you were in a truck.
Yeah, you're right.
A used pickup truck.
Speaking of trucks.
want my ticket. All right, I'll sit down. All right.
This guy, he is everywhere we go.
Doug Dillinger?
No, that guy with the hat on in the...
He's a big fan of WCW. Who isn't?
Big mouth. The European uppercut from Regal. Lord Steven makes a cover. Bad kicks out in two.
But you notice when he makes the cover, he takes that forearm and he rubs it across the bridge of the nose of Johnny B. Bad. He's a consummate athlete. He knows what he's doing in that ring.
Well, we use the term a lot, and it really applies here. They are jammed to the rafters here in Roanoke, Virginia at the Civic Center. We are in southwestern Virginia along Interstate 81, just north of the North Carolina border, not too far east from the West Virginia border.
What do you do, work for Rand McNally?
I just want to let people know. They call it the Star City of the South, and they got rabid wrestling fans here, and they really booed you when you walked out for your introduction.
Rabid fans, that means they either have cottontails and big ears or they're frothing at the mouth, right?
Milo!
He might have him!
One! No, sir! Instinctively, Regal, oh my goodness! That goes with the term, knocked him out of his boots, and he really did, with that European uppercut.
Ooh. Those take a lot out of you. It's not like a punch to the yap or between the eyes. It gets all your wind out of you. Hit a man pretty much in the heart area, come up into the chest, around the throat. It's a devastating move.
Regal just riding Johnny B. Bad with kind of a half Nelson, possibly that's a full Nelson down on the mat. And Bad, very tough to battle out when someone's got you down in a full Nelson on you. But he's doing it.
But look at his lordship's hand. He doesn't really have him hooked properly. I don't know if he's too massive or he can't get it around him, but he doesn't really have it hooked. But that's good enough. He dropped him.
Got a 2 count. Kicking out now is Johnny B. Bad. And once again, Regal goes back.
Ooh. Don't let him start punching, Steven.
That's what's going on. A pickup. Yes, we do have an atomic drop, and it was on target from Bad. Johnny B. Bad now sends him down. What began as a classic wrestling scientific match has become a fight here.
If you want to win it, don't dance, don't showboat. Cover him, hook him, grab the tights.
Pick up. Flying head scissors from Johnny B. Bad.
Tremendous move.
Only a 1 count.
Well, that shows you he only got a 1 count. It shows you he's still alert. He still knows where he's at. See?
He's on the floor, and that's not a good place to be, knowing that Sir William is there as well. And over the top, sunset flip. Regal trying to hold on to the cane. Oh, my goodness. Kicked away. 1, 2. No, sir.
How can the referee do that?
How can Williams holding on to it? Williams holding on to it. He rolls him up. 1, 2. He kicks out again.
He didn't get him.
Twice now. Johnny B. Bad has had a shot but could not get it.
You know, there's so much at stake here with the television title that the referee is going to go. He's going to let it go to the limit.
So close on the outside with Sir Williams' interference. And back to the European uppercut again. Using the forearm and the shoulder and the backslide. 2, 3. He got it. He got it.
We got a new champion. We got a new television champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and new World Television Champion, Johnny B. Bad.
And for a young man who has worked so hard, who has fought so hard in the ring to develop his skills, who is a great community leader wherever he goes, this is the greatest moment of his career, and you're seeing it live at Fall Brawl.
I told you, Schiavone, you go to the trough enough, you go to the well enough, you're eventually going to drown. He's had too many opportunities. It should not have happened. Look at this. I can understand what's going on here right now. His lordship is hooked onto the cane, but it still doesn't do him any good. The referee's going to let it go as long as he can. 1, 2, and a 3. But he didn't get the 3 there, but he nails William on the back. Here was an opportunity right now for Johnny B. Bad to win this match. A 1, a 2, but I believe he kicked out. Johnny B. Bad was smart enough to drop to his knees. He had the leverage. A 1, 2, 3 count. We've got a new television champion.
Johnny B. Bad, like we said, has won his first major title. Turn around here, Brain. We're on camera.
The Queen's not going to like this.
That's too bad. She'll have to get over it now, won't she? Johnny B. Bad from Macon, Georgia, is your new television. When have you ever worried about what the Queen thinks?
You're right.
Fans, as you know, and as Mean Gene told you at the top of the telecast, we'll be hearing from WCW World Champion Hulk Hogan. We'll hook up with him from satellite, where he'll be discussing the big surprise he has for the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. And it wasn't that long ago on our Clash of the Champions from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Ric Flair, of course, and a masked man got involved with Hulk Hogan, sending Hogan to the hospital. Flair said he had a surprise for Hogan at that time. We were all kind of surprised as to what happened. We just have to wonder exactly what Hogan has in store for Flair. Flair's been suspended by Nick Bockwinkel.
Indefinitely. I think I know the surprise that Hogan has. He is going to admit to the world that Ric Flair is the real world's heavyweight champion.
Hulk Hogan is the real world heavyweight champion. As a matter of fact, since that time, Flair's been walking around with a bogus belt. Let's take you back in time. It all happened at the Clash of the Champions on August 24th. Well, we are looking in horror as you are now. As someone came out from behind Hulk Hogan during the entrance, and my God, he got some help for him.
Did you see how hard he got hit in the knee?
This is absolutely horrible, fans. And I don't know what to say.
Well, Tony Schiavone, I said this is the worst nightmare of any wrestling fan. Hulk Hogan, the WCW heavyweight champion, is on the stretcher. They are taking him out of the building to a nearby hospital, apparently. We will keep you posted, keep you apprised.
If the champion Hulk Hogan cannot step into the ring, as sad as I must say it is, he would have to relinquish and forfeit the title to the challenger.
Hogan!
See, this was perpetrated by Ric Flair. You can see it on his face. Look at that.
Give me the belt!
Schiavone.
Hogan! Unless you have proof, making a statement like that will get you in nothing but trouble.
Here he is!
Jimmy, that blue eye.
It's a heart as big as the entire United States. It's the power of Hulkamania. And it has walked back to the hospital. The knee is bandaged against the advice of his attorney, Henry Holmes.
But is he going to get in the ring, or is he just going to hand Flair the belt?
What do you think?
I think he's going to get in the ring and fight, but he's too dumb. If he was a smart man, he'd hand him the title. He just wants to the head of this belt. What do you think?
Oh, yeah! Forget about it! The Hulkster is here! And he's not handing nothing except his right hand, side of his head! The Hulkster, like we've never seen him before, is going wild! Hogan, mounting yet another incredible comeback! Sending Flair for the ride! The Flair, oh, he went down!
His weight, I told you, the knee couldn't support the weight. He's back on his feet.
Look at him get up!
What is wrong with this man? What keeps him going, Schiavone?
It's the power of Hulkamania! We got the masked man in!
Who is that masked man?
The person! This is the person that attacked Hulk Hogan earlier!
shot. That leg is gone.
All right, so that all transpired, as we know, at Clash of the Champions in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And you know, I've known Ric Flair for many years. I followed his career. I know you have and you have. Who was this masked man? Obviously, it was a plan by Nature Boy Ric Flair to take Hogan out of the sport.
Well, let me tell you, Tony Schiavone, I was on G. Gordon Liddy's radio program this past week, and we discussed this very same subject matter. You know, of course, about the background, the credentials of Mr. Liddy. We are convinced that we know who the masked man was. And Bobby Heenan, I've got a pretty good idea that you're tied into all of it. And so does Liddy.
Liddy?
Liddy.
Liddy's a cat burglar. You expect to take his word? He don't talk. I don't care what you know about a masked man. Forget it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right, what about the hotline that's going on behind the scenes right now, James?
All right, we got a lot of excitement happening backstage here. You know, it's great to have a backstage pass to a WCW mega event like Fall Brawl, like the Clash of the Champions. Chris Cruz and Mike Tenay are backstage right now, and fans can have their very own backstage pass by calling 1-900-909-9900. Calls are $1.49 for the first minute, 99 cents for every minute thereafter. But get all of the dirt, all of the behind-the-scenes news by calling the hotline. And then shortly after 10 o'clock tonight, I'll have a complete wrap-up of Fall Brawl here in Roanoke in front of a capacity crowd. With that, let's get back up to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is the Loser Leaves WCW match. The loser of this match will no longer be able to compete in World Championship Wrestling. Introducing first, from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, weighing 303 pounds, Cactus Jack.
Cactus Jack, Kevin Sullivan, the loser to leave WCW.
The Battle of Bellevue. This is for the championship of the Nut House. And you couldn't have two crazier human beings go at it. I don't doubt Cactus Jack won't crawl up to the catwalk, climb up to that cage that's sitting right above us right now, and pull it to the floor. And I don't doubt that Kevin Sullivan won't destroy the cage once it comes down. Who knows what's going to happen?
And ladies and gentlemen, the opponent, formerly of Singapore, now residing in Daytona Beach, Florida, along with his brother Dave, is Kevin Sullivan.
Kevin and Dave Sullivan arrived together. We saw on WCW Saturday night what kind of fight they had, where he laid out both Dave and Kevin, did Cactus, and he gets, oh my goodness, he's on the front row already.
Have a good seat, Cactus. You'll enjoy it. They're both out there. Thank goodness they're away from us. In and out, in and out. And there he is, Bathrobe Dave, or Evad, or Irving, whatever you call him. The whole family's nuts. They're going at it, Schiavone, back and forth. I gotta go with Cactus on this one, though. I think he's a little crazier. I think he's a little more nuts than Sullivan. Sullivan's only as nuts as he wants to be. But then again, who knows? The whole family's nuts. You know, his brother is really his uncle, or his aunt. They're not sure. They're all nuts.
You're wrong. They are using everything they can, every low blow, every cheap shot. This is a fight. Certainly a much different match than we witnessed at the beginning. And now they are down on the floor. Now, I'll be interested to see if Dave gets involved in this match. You know, Dave always kind of liked Cactus Jack, but that was before what all happened the last couple of weeks. Look at it on Saturday night.
But you have to understand something. The importance of this. Oh, what is he going to do now? Cement City.
He's pulled up the mat at ringside.
He's going to crack him open like an egg. But understand, the loser leaves WCW. The loser leaves the #1 wrestling organization in the world today.
Middle turnbuckle. Look at Dave. Now Dave's getting involved. He's trying to hold Cactus up. In effect, he did. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness.
He built him to the cement from the top.
about a 7 or 8 foot slam onto that cement floor. No pads, cement. Have another trip.
You know, Kevin said in the recent interviews that he knows the Achilles heel of Cactus Jack. He has to be talking about that ear. That ear that was ripped off recently in Germany and was never reattached. He's got kind of a half ear on his side there.
Well, maybe he should buy himself a miracle ear. We could talk to him a little better.
Well, the thing about it is, and I understand this from talking to doctors and to our trainer, Tuck Tache, when the ear is ripped off like that, that exposes the raw nerve endings. So it's got to be very sensitive to it. Look,
Oh,
look,
but he
there he goes.
enjoys it.
Look, there he goes. Look at him. Chopping right on that ear. Look, exposes it.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. See, this is Kevin Sullivan at his best. He knows you're hurt. He knows you have a weak point. And this man will go for it. He will go for it. He beat up his grandmother if he had to. Kevin Sullivan is one bad dude.
Now Cactus fighting Kevin Sullivan on the top. It was in Slamboree back in the month of May. These two men unbelievably became World Tag Team Champions.
How they ever got along, I don't know.
And that's the question. That's when Dave was injured. He connects. 1, 2.
No! He almost had him.
Everything riding on this one. The loser to leave World Championship Wrestling.
Like I said, Shivani, there is so much at stake. Why would you want to leave the #1 wrestling organization in the world today? This is like a title belt. This is like for a championship.
He's going for a pile driver.
He won't get him. Sullivan's too short.
Oh my goodness, he gets a back body drop on the concrete.
He was too hard to pick up.
How many, what, 3 times he's hit the concrete now?
Well, they're at it. They're going to, oh! What a clothesline. Look at that face. You won't see that on a stamp.
Thank goodness.
Now, you know Kevin Sullivan's got something going through that sick mind of his. That's right. Kick him in the ear. Kick him in the nose. Kick him.
To the side of the head.
Like you're going to do some real damage to that face.
There goes a chair.
I guess anything goes in this, huh, Shivani?
I don't know if it does or not. Well, no, apparently not. If he'd have been hit with the chair by Cactus Jack, they'd have thrown him right out.
That'd be a horrible way to leave WCW.
That's right, get disqualified. The foot to the face, Kevin Sullivan. Sullivan after Jack again. Outside he goes. Watch out. They're on the floor.
Sullivan will use the steps, I know it.
Cactus Jack comes out swinging away. He's got the tear now. Dave's got the tear. Oh, and Kevin nailed Cactus in the teeth.
Look at Irving. He don't know what to make of this.
It's Dave. Poor old Dave Sullivan.
Poor old Dave Sullivan.
Yeah,
he's a very dangerous man,
No,
too.
he's a very strong, very talented wrestler. But he's also a very nice guy, and he's in between a couple of nuts here. Did that lady hand him a chair?
I don't know what that woman did.
And look at him. See, Dave is trying to help both ends. He wants it. Cactus hits Dave. Kevin rolls up Cactus.
He got him.
And Cactus is gone.
Bye-bye, Cactus.
See you later.
Alligator.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Kevin Sullivan, so that Cactus Jack must leave World Championship Wrestling.
Well, go down to the corner, get your ticket, hop on the Hound. See you later, pal. Your history.
Look at the face of Cactus Jack. A face of disbelief. Dave, who tried to keep it on the level, really got involved in the end of this.
Look at this. Sullivan slams him off that second rope to the cement floor. Not to the padded floor, to the cement floor. Here Dave tries to stop Kevin from using the chair. Cactus nails Dave, as you can see. Kevin's smart enough, he's right there. He gets a 1, 2, 3. Bye-bye, Cactus. Adios.
All right, Kevin Sullivan stays, Cactus leaves. We go now back to the dressing room area to meet Gene Okerlund.
Thank you very much, Tony Schiavone. I am here with the stud stable. Yes, as a matter of fact, I have Colonel Robert Parker and his men who are going to be involved in the Fall Brawls War Games of the Match Beyond. Gentlemen, I should warn you, there is no tomorrow. Bunkhouse Buck, you've got the roads of the match.
Let me say something to you and them backstabbing, no good, rotten, lying, cheating WCW officials. You got it all backwards. You got the cart before the horse. The Colonel ain't supposed to be in the ring. He's supposed to be me. Don't worry about a thing. Don't worry about the mule. Just load the wagon called Bunkhouse. He's gonna knock out something.
Colonel Parker, you have really backed yourself into a corner. This man is out and you're in.
Let's not count our chickens here before
How's
that
your heart?
about me going in that ring.
How's
there.
your blood
Don't
pressure?
you worry about my heart and blood pressure. I've not exhausted all my effort toward getting me involved in this war games yet. I'll tell you this though, if I have to go in there, I'll pull my coat and my tie and hat off and I'll go in there proud. But I want you to know in WCW, everybody that bought pay-per-view, it's in your hands. It's in your Colonel, I want to volunteer. Lieutenant Funk wants to volunteer to take the front line, against the FBI. I want the FBI tonight. 1 or 4 of them. I'm talking about the Fat Boys Incorporated, yeah.
All right, rounding out the foursome, none other than AA Arn Anderson. The Rhodes have got a score to settle with you.
Gene Okerlund, the time for hype is over. The time for personal assessment of what we're all doing here has come and gone. 8 men are going to enter a double cage. Only 4 are going to leave. The time has come to reach into a man's very manhood and pull something out of him that makes him say, I quit. It's not about pinning a man. It's about looking in his eyes and making him say, I give up. I'm more man than you. Well, we came here to die tonight if necessary, because to get us to quit, you're going to have to kill us.
All right, that's it. Those are the ground rules. Submit or surrender. It happens tonight in War Games, the Match Beyond. Let's get back inside the arena.
All right, our thanks to Mean Gene Okerlund. We are just about set to go for our next bout. It will be the bout for the U.S. heavyweight title. And you know, for Ricky Steamboat, one of the greatest athletes this sport has ever known, this is his second U.S. title reign. His first U.S. title reign started right here in the Roanoke Civic Center when he became the United States heavyweight champion. And just a few moments, because of an injury, we understand that second U.S. title reign may come to an end here.
Well, you know, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, like him or not, which I don't particularly care for him, I don't even know him. He is a competitor. This is the last thing this man wants to do.
All right, we told you we have some information concerning the U.S. title bout. With that, we go to Gary Michael Capetta.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is an important announcement regarding the United States Heavyweight Championship. We'll get that momentarily from WCW Commissioner. Standing here, Nick Bockwinkel. However, first, let's bring the scheduled participants to the ring. Introducing first, the challenger. He's from Hollywood, California. He weighs 253 pounds. Stunning Steve Austin.
All right, you know this, as Gary Capetta said, Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel in the ring.
This is going to be very interesting, Schiavone. Very interesting.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the scheduled opponent from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 237 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, the current United States heavyweight champion, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And now, ladies and gentlemen, standing by WCW Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel. As Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, United States Heavyweight Champion, makes his way into the ring.
Obviously not going to wrestle.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am sorry, but I am going to have to announce that Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, because of an injury, and an injury that his doctors had said will not allow him to wrestle, an injury that we do not know how long he may be out of the game, possibly forever, we don't know, and that because of these circumstances, we have no other alternative than to take the title from Mr. Steamboat and hand it to Mr. Austin.
Wow. Well, it's what they were going to do with Flair and Hogan. You'll recall on the 24th, they are handing the belt.
You know something, ladies and gentlemen, and also Commissioner Bockwinkel, when I won this United States Heavyweight Championship, I understood the commitments and the obligations. Because of a back injury, unable to fulfill those commitments and obligations, stunning Steve Austin is the new United States Heavyweight Champion. But let me say this to you. Tomorrow, I start my rehab, and I will do my rehabilitation, and there's one thing I want to let you know. I beat you for that belt. You never, ever beat me.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, shut up! Let me tell you something, Ricky Steamboat. I don't have to tell the world you're one of the greatest champions to ever set foot in the ring. But let me tell you something right now, you mealy-mouthed Hawaiian punk. You saved yourself one hell of an ass kicking. I'm through for the night. That's all I got to say. I'm the United States champion, and I'm out of here, son. Hell of a match.
Before you go, Mr. Austin, please let me inform you.
Watch the hands, watch the hands. I am the champion, watch the hands.
You are wrestling tonight. You are defending this title tonight. And that is the decision of the board and myself.
Well, hold it right now. Let me tell you something, Nicky boy. The time has come for Steve Austin to start setting some rules. As a United States champion, I'm telling you right now, I ain't wrestling nobody. I signed to wrestle Ricky Steamboat, and I ain't gonna do it.
Promotion has the right and the obligation to fulfill your contract under the circumstances, and regardless of what you say, you do think you're going to walk out of here. You got another story coming. Would you please introduce his opponent?
His opponent?
Well, I don't think Gary Capetta.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have just been informed the opponent from Glens Falls, New York.
Oh my goodness!
287 pounds, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan is going to go into the U.S. title here.
Handed the belt to you. I can take that belt away from you right now. As far as I'm concerned, the match is on. You've got to wrestle this man now.
I'm not gonna go outside to wrestle Ricky Steamboat. I ain't wrestling.
Ring the bell.
The commissioner has said to ring the bell.
Boy, Bockwinkel sounds like he should be sending troops to Haiti. He's making all these proclamations, all these rules. It's not right. If Ricky the Dragon cannot wrestle and the award the title Steve Austin, he was not prepared to wrestle Hacksaw Duggan.
Austin's leaving. Bockwinkel has grabbed Austin, and Austin leaving with a belt. He's going nuts.
Well, when Bockwinkel makes a rule,
I ain't doing it.
he sticks by it.
He just told Stunning Steve, you may have heard him, that if he doesn't, he's going to take the title away from him.
You've got to take and you've got to wrestle him. That's all there is to it.
I'm not gonna do it.
Ring the bell. Where the hell is it?
Forget it, Steve. I know him. I know Bockwinkel.
Once again, Bockwinkel grabs him in. He dives on him. 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and new United States Heavyweight Champion, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Can you believe it?
No, I can't. Did the bell ring? I don't know what happened here.
It may have been the shortest. It had to be the shortest title reign in the history of our sports. And Hacksaw Jim Duggan is the new U.S. heavyweight champion.
Not only that, Schiavone, that had to be a record fall. That was less than 5 seconds. I don't know the time on this. Look at this. Austin charges him. He backdrops him. Count. 1, 2, 3, 4. He covers him. Had to be 7, 8 seconds. This is the luckiest day in the life of Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
It's incredible, but the big guy from Glens Falls, New York, incredibly has come in and become, look at that, look at the face of Austin.
Look at the eyes, look at the eyes. He is beside himself.
He's become the U.S. champion, and he's standing by with Mean Gene Okerlund.
All right, Tony, what a very interesting evening thus far here in Roanoke at Fall Brawl. First, Johnny B. Bad capturing the World Television title. And Hacksaw, my congratulations to you, the brand new U.S. champion. You did it in unusual style, to say the least.
Unbelievable, Mean Gene. Unbelievable. The greatest night of my life. All these folks out here chanting, USA, USA. That's right. I tell you, the hair on the back of my neck is standing straight up. The greatest night of my life. Because you need to understand, this is the land of the free and the home of the brave. And I couldn't be prouder to have this belt. I'm sorry Ricky the Dragon Steamboat was injured. It's a tough way to do it. But God bless America, and by God, I'm glad to have this belt.
All right, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Wait a minute, wait. One more thing, Mean Gene.
Give me that Columbo thing.
I've been in wrestling for a long time, and I've seen a lot of low-down, bogus people. But I've never seen nothing like Ric Flair running around with that bogus World Championship belt. I've seen some bad things. That's right, folks. But also, Hulk Hogan's my friend. I've never seen him more focused. I've never seen him more determined. I've never seen him more angry. And God darn Flair, once Hogan gets hold of you, he's gonna tear you apart. Tough guy.
Brand new U.S. champions, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And on the subject of Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair, we're going to be talking to them via satellite later on here tonight at Fall Brawl. Tony, let's get back to you and Bobby Weasel.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is for the World Tag Team Championship. It is set for one fall. Introducing first the challengers from Marietta, Georgia, 234 pounds, Marcus Alexander Bagwell. His tag team partner from Washington, D.C., 256 pounds, the Patriot. They are the team of Stars and Stripes.
Well, this is quite a patriotic night in Roanoke, Virginia. Hacksaw Jim Duggan wins the United States title, followed up by his good friend Stars and Stripes. John Philip Sousa is everywhere tonight, and they get a chance to become the World Tag Team Champions.
I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. In a matter of a couple of minutes, what happens? Sonny Steve gets in the ring to go after the championship. Steamboat relinquishes it. Barkley forces him in. We have a new champion all in the space of a couple of minutes.
And we've got a fan leaving. Thank goodness. Yeah. Doug Dellinger and the security people here at the Roanoke Civic Center finally got rid of that loud mouth, which was just about time. Talking is one thing, putting your hand on a wrestler is another. Gary Capetta.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the opponents in this title event. They are the World Tag Team Champions. Introducing first from New York City, 242 pounds, Pretty Paul Roma. From Tampa, Florida, 252, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. The Tag Team Champions, Pretty Wonderful.
You know what, Brain? I would think this would not be a good time for champions to step in the ring.
Well, I was just thinking the same thing, Schiavone. As luck would have it, Roanoke's got to be an unlucky town for champions.
You're right.
Look what's going on here. That's why WCW is on fire. That's why we are the hottest thing going today. I'm coming after you, Piscatelli! You know, I will say one thing, Schiavone, and I know you noticed that too. Did you see the eyes of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat? How they were teared up. The last thing that man wanted to do was surrender that belt. He's such a competitor. He wanted to win it. He wanted to lose it inside that ring. Not like he had to give it up. That's the career that I believe has come to an end.
Well, there's no doubt about it. He's been a fighter all his career,
and believe me, that's going through the minds now of Pretty Wonderful. They're wondering, does Deja Vu have it? Is there something bad in the air? Is it unlucky tonight? I don't know. I'd be a little leery about taking off the robes. I'd be a little leery about taking the belts and handing it to the timekeeper. I'd be a little leery about starting the match because they could be going home stark naked.
well, we have a new television champion, Johnny B. Bad, in a tremendous opening bout, and we have an incredible turn of events here as Hacksaw Jim Duggan becomes the United States heavyweight champion.
This is the greatest pay-per-view I've ever been involved with. What tremendous action.
And we still are going to determine the World Tag Team Champions, still are going to determine the #1 contender to Hulk Hogan's title, still are going to hear from Hulk Hogan, and still are going to go to War Ring in this telecast.
This may be the mother of all wars. I wish my good buddy Artie was here.
Artie?
Well, Schwarzkopf. Norman. I call him, that's the middle name, Artie. Norman. He's a good friend of mine.
He's a friend of yours?
Oh, yes, he is. He's a very good friend of mine. Lives in the Tampa Bay area.
I'm starting to wonder about our great commander now. The bell has sounded, and obviously we have had to fill a lot of time because Pretty Wonderful. You know, we talked about coming into the ring after an exciting match like that. Fans were pumped up. They went wild here when Hacksaw won it. So I think now it's a good move by Pretty Wonderful. They want to try to get any momentum that the favorites in tonight's contest would have with the fans. They have really slowed this down to a crawl.
You know, Roman Orndorff, they're my idol.
Your idols?
Oh, yeah. They're in tremendous shape. They know what to do in that ring. But you know, the way things are going here in Roanoke, it could happen.
The chant of Paula. Many standing, many taunting, but they are filled up here. Every seat here in the run-up Civic Center.
What a pay-per-view. We've had 2 title changes in a short span of time. What action. And believe me, this team of Stars and Stripes, they're capable of doing it.
Well, I don't think there's any question. As a matter of fact, before Pretty Wonderful, Roman Orndorff became the tag team champions of the world in the much talked about non-title match. Stars and Stripes came away with a win. That was one of their first matches as the team of Stars and Stripes.
Well, I think that was a fluke. I think that was just a lucky night. Let's see what they got right now.
Of course, Bagwell has been a World Tag Team Champion.
But look at the conditioning all 4 in. These are 4 of the greatest athletes you'll probably ever see in the world. Right here at WCW.
No question about that. Here's the whip to the near side. Missing a couple. Oh! Crossbody block Bagwell. 2 count. He almost got a 3. And a hip toss.
They're not a bunch of goofy bodybuilders that have 3 eggs and a can of tuna every day. These are athletes. They're in shape. They know what they're doing.
3 eggs and a can of tuna.
And a distorted mirror to make them look bigger. They wear a size medium shirt so their arms look big. They're not bodybuilders. These are professional wrestlers right here at WCW. The best, the greatest there is going today.
Tag is made. And here we go. Patriot. The masked man for the nation's capital.
And he's got that Arkansas accent. I don't know.
Well, a lot of people from Arkansas moved up there, you know.
To where?
To Washington, D.C.
Sure.
We are not too far from the nation's capital here.
One guy went there the other day in an airplane. I think he expected there was valet parking at the White House.
Forearm shot. And now here comes the double team. This is what they excel in. Pretty wonderful. Double. Oh, yes, sir. Double teaming it was, but it didn't work that time. The Patriot back to the full arm dragon twist. The tag again. Up on top.
Look at this. Stars and Stripes are keeping them in their corner.
Right.
They're doing what Pretty Wonderful like to do. They're taking the game right to them.
Wrist lock is applied from Bagwell. He's got great leverage. You can see a wide base there. And Mr. Wonderful down on his knees. So Bagwell with a definite advantage here.
And they're just not kicking and punching away. They're going for a hold. They're keeping the man in the hold, and they're working with quick tags, and they're cutting off the ring. That's what you got to do to become champion.
And there's a lot of incentive here. It wasn't too long ago, if you'll recall, fans, on WCW Saturday night, after Stars and Stripes in the telecast on the 6th of August in Disney. Stars and Stripes came in when Pretty Wonderful was trying to hurt their opponents. That gave Pretty Wonderful the opportunity to say, okay, Stars and Stripes, hop in the ring with us. Look at this move. Bagwell, cross-body block.
Boy, I'll tell you, as this Bagwell matured, I think it's a lot to do with the Patriot.
Patriot cross-body block. Look at a 2 count.
But why does he wear the mask? Is he ugly, or shouldn't he be wrestling?
Well, it was on that match on WCW Saturday night after what happened at Disney, where Pretty Wonderful tried to take the mask off of the Patriot. Gave Bagwell the pile driver on the floor.
What's he got to hide? Is his face all scarred up? Was it burnt? Is he ugly? Or is he someone we all know?
That's what I'm thinking, possibly. And he goes. 1, 2. We got a 2 count.
There's photographers and press people from all over the world here looking at this.
Well, they've had a lot to shoot so far and a lot to write about.
And we're not over with yet, Tony. There's a long way to go here. All you couch potatoes, I hope you're enjoying yourself, humanoids.
Shoulder block. Oh, my. Grabbing the hair of Bagwell and taking him down to the canvas.
Good tag team wrestling.
Well, it's great teamwork.
You know, this doesn't happen because of luck. They work at this day and night. Roma thinks like Orndorff. Orndorff thinks like Roma. They're both very conceited. They know what they're doing in there. They feed off of one another. A great team. Great team.
And right now, they have turned the tide of this match. They have the advantage here, and Bagwell in a very tough spot in the opponent's corner. Randy Anderson, the referee, here looking on. Little Hulkster looking from the other side, front row ringside with the fans. They want to see Flair and Hogan get it on. You heard him chant Flair's name.
Is that a midget or a kid?
It's a kid.
Wind up. Here we go. He's ready. Boom.
I guess that gives him a little bit more oomph into it. I don't know.
Jump in the ring right now, Siobhan. Ask him why he winds up like that. A baseball pitcher winds up. Quarterbacks wind up. It works for him.
Three shoulder blocks in the corner. Bagwell is helpless right now. And Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff, drives the elbow to the throat. And hooks on a front chancery.
Just think, Bagwell's parents had 9 months and they come up with the name Marcus Alexander. I mean, come on.
Well, maybe it's a family name.
Well, Bagwell is their name.
No, Bagwell is their last name.
No, both his parents were unemployed. They were bag people. They live off the street, you know.
No.
Yeah, they live on a dumpster.
No, would you stop? Elbow to the chest. Into the ropes. Look at that elevation by Bagwell.
Nail off, nail off.
We might have a pin. 1, 2. Bagwell reverse. 1, 2.
No. Oh, Schiavone.
But Bagwell out of nowhere. You talk about tenacity. This youngster, he was he was
matured.
pinned. He was out of it. And he came out of nowhere.
He's got so much fight left in him.
Big drop kick from Paul Roma.
Boy, Roma, look at the elevation of that drop kick. He could have drop kicked King Kong off the Empire State Building.
Nope, he's out in 2.
I wonder how many bald parasites are watching this on pay-per-view right now in their home.
Bald parasites. Up on top.
Wow! What elevation!
Well, I know of one. Big elevation. You're right. 1, 2. Yanking the man off. And the Patriot with the only thing he could do that time with a save. Uh-oh. There would have been a disqualification. However, Bagwell is in major trouble here on the floor at our feet. Bagwell. Oh, no.
Oh!
That's your personal drink cooler at ringside.
Have a glass of water on me, Marcus Alexander Bagman.
The booze out for Orndorff for what he did to Marcus Bagwell. Stomping him on his head. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. No. No, wait a minute.
Cool off, Bagwell. Take a breather. Cool off a bit.
Well, we've seen just about everything now.
I swear you'll disqualify you and you'll lose a belt. Is that ice or is that diamond from Dallas Page?
Back in he goes. Whips him in. Bagwell, you have to wonder how much more he had left. He felt the heat up pretty wonderful, and then he got quickly cooled off. Here comes the pile driver.
No one does it better.
You're right, this is going to be it. This is going to be it. Desperation Bagwell, but enabling a tag. And here comes Roma, and he drops an elbow on him.
What a great machine Pretty Wonderful is. They work so well together, in and out, tags. Whether one man has his back turned or not, they know where they are. This is a consummate team.
Bagwell, this front chancery enabling Bagwell maybe to get a breather here, possibly. Maybe getting a second win. Bagwell with the fans behind him, elevates his man. But no, the power of Roma holds on.
Oh, he does.
Again. Once again, but look how close he's getting to the Patriot.
That's conditioning, that's conditioning.
Did he make the tag? Yes! You can hear it and see it, and the Patriot. The referee's not going to allow the tag. Reed, you can hear the tag.
Doesn't matter if you can hear it. Doesn't matter if you think it. You've got to see it.
The Patriot taking care of both members of Pretty Wonderful.
Come on, get Clinton out of there. Or whoever he is.
The Patriot is going to be shown the corner here, but he's still going at it. Bagwell is still your legal man. Drop kick. Uh-oh, Bagwell's going to get on the floor. It's a power on the floor. He can put him down all he wants, but he's not going to make the count.
Who is legal? Who is legal?
Bagwell and Roma. And Bagwell is out on the floor. The Patriot a little bit overzealous that time.
I mean, they've both done their homework. Both teams have done their homework. They know what to do. They know what they have to do to win. They've got to distract the referee. They've got to keep the man in the corner.
A cover, 2, 3. It's over.
Woo! Oh,
it
my
was
goodness.
the case of the wrong man.
At the right time. Roma's my idol. He did it. Him and Orndorff.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners and still World Tag Team Champions, the team of Pretty Wonderful.
Well, the Patriot got the tag. We saw the tag. You could hear it. I thought Randy Anderson at least heard it. The tag was made.
Well, that doesn't mean that if you hear it, that could be somebody slapping their hands together. That could be a distraction. They have to go by what they see.
That's right.
Look at this. Orndorff pile drives Bagwell right on that floor. Jams the back of his neck. And believe me, I know about necks. Now the Patriot thinks he's won the match. He's not even legal. Too bad, pal. It doesn't work.
Pretty Wonderful. There's the cover. The Patriot tried to dive in to make the save, but he was too late there. And we have Pretty Wonderful holding on to the World Tag Team belts.
What a match.
Fans,
what a match.
You want some backstage access to WCW? Your access is the hotline at 1-900-909-9900. When you call, you must press option 2. Get all the behind-scenes information on Fall Brawl. Right now, I'm sure they're going to try to talk maybe to Hacksaw Jim Duggan, possibly to Pretty Wonderful. Your backstage pass is now available. $1.49 the first minute, 99 cents each additional minute. Speaking of backstage, I think it's time to go back now to Mean Gene Okerlund.
All right, I thank you very much, Tony Schiavone. I'm joined right now by a group of gentlemen. If I were going to have a 5-man scramble out at the golf club on a Saturday morning, these are the guys I would want on my side to tee it up with. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, the Nashville Dustin Rhodes, and gentlemen, the Nasty Boys, 8 men in 2 rings under a cage tonight.
Like we say on the streets, you talk the talk. Now you walk the walk. You're walking down that aisle. That aisle is Nasty Boulevard. That ring is Nastyville. You gotta enter it. And all I gotta say to those 4 fat cowpokes is get ready to eat cage.
Brian.
Hey, Gene! It's retribution time! It's retribution time for 3 punks and 1 chicken, little baby! You're getting nasty size and nasty sensations getting shoved right down your stinking throat!
All right, the Nashville Dustin Rhodes, this is certainly a family affair.
You have the audacity to talk about manhood in front of the whole world and everybody! You're no man, you've never been a man, you're never gonna amount to anything. So let's get that straight. All that you have shown me is that you can run. You can run, but you cannot hide. And now, all the talking's over. Let's go to war. Go war!
Dream, we have been there before, my friend.
You know, when they talk about the great games of the world, the Goodwill Games, the Olympic Games, there used to be baseball games, there's football games. These are the war games. This is the war games. When I left my house, my son Cody Garrett and Till Margaret said, Daddy, take it easy. You're going to be all right tonight. Nasty Dream. Tonight's the night. Colonel Parker going to squeal like a pig. And let me tell you something else. All over the world, in the words of my main man, Woody Harrelson. Ooh, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Tell him Nasty Dream. Tell him Nasty Dream, baby.
Well, gentlemen, I'll tell you, it's going to be something else. This is War Games, the match beyond. We are just moments away. And, of course, it is part of Full Brawl. Yes, I see it.
War, baby.
Dream, anything specific in mind for Colonel Parker?
All I got to say, Ming is on the outside. Parker has to come in. Tonight, he squeals like a pig.
They did not paint a lovely picture at all. Let's get back to ringside.
All right, our thanks to Mean Gene Okerlund. Of course, as we're enjoying still more great matches of the Fall Brawl, want to let the fans know the next big WCW pay-per-view spectacular is going to be the biggest one of them all, Halloween Havoc. It comes your way on Sunday, the 23rd of October, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. It will originate from the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit. A portion of the proceeds to benefit the Muhammad Ali Future Foundation. And we do understand that Muhammad Ali will be on hand as well for this big event.
Well, for Okerlund to decide that he'd want those 4 to play a golf match with him, believe me, there's not a country club in the world that would allow those slobs on the links at any given time.
All right, our next match to determine the #1 contender for the world title. It's the triangle match. Here's a look at 3 men going for it all.
Fall Brawl tonight in the triangle match.
3 of WCW's best will be vying to be the #1 contender to the World Heavyweight title held by Hulk Hogan. 2 have serious problems with one, and the other combination has yet to be seen. The man known for upholding law and order, the Guardian Angel, has been reborn with even more determination. The fuel to his fire has obviously come from Vader after the problems in the cage and the disqualification caused by Harley Race. These two can't wait to butt heads again. The man called Sting has had a long-running rivalry with Vader. The explosive big man has always tried to psych out Sting with his bully-like attitude. However, Sting has shown resiliency against the 452-pound monster's brutal assault. These men are very familiar. With the Guardian Angel in that spot, we don't know what to expect. These two going one-on-one tonight. Mental toughness, power, or determination? What is the equation to the triangle match? Who will be the sole survivor and the #1 contender for the WCW Heavyweight title? Find out next here at Fall Brawl.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is the triangle match to determine the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Let us first bring the 3 contenders to the ring. Introducing from Cobb County, Georgia, the man who stands for law and order, the Guardian Angel.
The Guardian Angel, a man, of course, well known in this sport.
And he can beat you at any time, Schiavone.
Anytime.
Like him or not.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the second competitor in the triangle match, accompanied by former heavyweight champion Harley Race. He's from the Rocky Mountains, weighing 450 pounds, Vader!
And of course, this man can beat you anytime he wants.
He is the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And with Harley Race, 7-time champion, it don't get any better.
Vader, former world heavyweight champion. Back in the hunt here. Now Nick Bockwinkel is in the ring, and he is going to have each man toss a coin. The odd man is going to be out, and the other 2 will wrestle.
Who gets to keep the coin?
Would you like him?
Well, if you're going to waste them or not do anything with me, I'll take them.
And ladies and gentlemen, the third and final participant, introducing from Venice Beach, California, weighing 251 pounds, this is Sting!
This man's been #1 contender on many different occasions. He's been world champion. He's done it all here.
The odd man out's going to get the bye. Will have to wrestle only 1 time. So this is a very important coin toss. Go ahead, Gary.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, WCW Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel is here in the ring. He has 3 coins. He's giving each of the participants 1 coin. They will all flip the coin. The odd man out will receive the bye. The remaining 2 men will wrestle in this first round to last 1 fall with a 15-minute time limit. Ladies and gentlemen, Sting receives the bye. We'll have the Guardian Angel meeting Vader in the first round. 1 fall, 15-minute time limit event.
Guardian Angel and Vader, 1 fall, 15 minutes. So Sting gets the bye, so automatically it's Sting's advantage here.
Oh, of course. When I get done whipping his butt, you're next, pal.
Wait, look at Vader. See, Vader knows this. He's no dummy at all. He would love to get his paws on Sting as well.
This is my turn. You don't step in my match. This is my turn.
Okay, man. Tell him to get out of my face, and then maybe I'll walk away.
You got the bye, man. But Vader also would like to get his big meat hooks on the Guardian Angel. Harley Race has Vader at a peak voice is a motivator.
Remember, it's one fall, 15 minutes. There must be a winner. If after one fall, 15 minutes, as we've been saying on television, there is no winner, we will go into a 5-minute overtime. If there is no winner there, it'll be sudden death. And we do understand that sudden death means the first man off his feet in sudden death will lose. But right now, it's a straight match.
There's so much at stake here too, Schiavone. You know, everybody's knocking on the door of Hulk Hogan. Boss man, believe me, I can be a boss man. I can dictate things to people. I can tell you how to do things. I should be the boss man of WCW. I wouldn't have this kind of a match. I would just make Vader champion. It would save a lot of wear and tear on everybody else's carcass.
Well, and I would agree with that. It would save a lot of wear and tear, but the fans want to see it.
Oh yeah, baby, I'm the man.
And now Vader, you know one thing about Vader, not only is he very big and very powerful and very vicious, he is so cocky, so confident. He actually believes that he is never going to lose.
Well, that's the only way to become a winner. You got to believe you're not going to lose. If you say, oh my goodness, maybe I'm going to lose, then that's in the back of your mind. Then that's the first time you're going to lose. You will lose if you think like a loser. Don't do it, Angel.
No, it may be. Angel's a very strong man, but Vader
outweighs him by over 100 pounds.
And listen to him, trash-talking Angel.
Everybody trash talks today.
Whoa, knee to the gut. Was that a low blow? Apparently not. You saw Nick Patrick say it was a blow to the midsection, and that's where Vader's homing in on now.
No, I think he got him right in his Krispy Kreme there. Old donut breath. Hit him right in the prune Danish.
Oh! Wow, Vader just won't go down.
And he won't go up either.
Nope, you're right. He tried to pick him up that time, and that was not a good move.
See, you can't out-wrestle Vader. You can't out-slug him. There's not a whole lot you can do with him. The best bet is to give up during instructions.
450 pounds colliding, smashing the Guardian Angel in.
I've been in this great sport all my life, Schiavone, and I've watched every sport imaginable, football, you name it, sumo. I've never seen a man as agile and as tough at 450 pounds as this monster.
Oh, he picked him up there!
He did do that.
And now the Guardian Angel.
You're wasting time, dummy.
To the midsection with the elbow. You see Nick Patrick said, yes, it was up, it was on the midsection.
Yeah, Nick Patrick's checking everything like he always does.
As Harley Race trying to pick up again.
Nah, not today.
And we got a fisticuffs match going on here. Hennestein, far side.
I believe the Angel here could knock out Chavez.
Guardian Angel. He's up. Vader showing some quickness.
Oh, Vader is extremely quick. He's as quick as a 250-pound guy.
No question.
I mean, you wouldn't think so. I mean, you're talking about 200 pounds difference. But watch him. He knows that ring. He knows where the ropes are. He knows where his opponent is. He just moves like a cat, like a huge cat, like a lion.
Let's bring up another point here as well. The man who wins this match is going to have to wrestle again. So it's in the best interest of both men not to really have a high-impact, high-paced match in this first one. Wouldn't you think so?
Well, you've got to slow it down because you know Sting's on the outside. Sting's waiting. And is there a rest period before it starts?
I think a 30-second rest period.
Well, that's 30 seconds. I mean, you've been in the ring with the Angel. You've been in the ring with Vader. 30 seconds isn't going to help you recuperate a whole lot. But then again, they're in such great condition.
Vader! 1, 2! He kicks out in 2. Guardian Angel, best move has been a defensive move, and Vader running. He falls on Vader. 1, 2. Wow.
Yeah, stop all that high impact moving. Look at that. You got to slow it down. Grab a hold, wear him down, because you know Sting is waiting.
At the 5-minute mark of the first match.
5 minutes, that's all?
That's all it's gone by. And don't forget here, fans. There's not going to be a draw here. After 15 minutes, we're going to have overtime.
If it goes that long.
Harley Race took a nasty spill on the outside, but he deserved that one. And now the big guys rumble back in. You are seeing, fans, over 800 pounds in the ring. 2 men, sometimes tag teams. All 4 men don't come up to 800 pounds. A pickup. One, two, he got him up, but couldn't cover him.
Boy, if the Denver Broncos had him on the line, you wouldn't need the rest of the guys. I'm talking about Vader. He could win the Super Bowl all by himself. I predict he'll become #1 contender. I just feel it. But knowing the way things are going here in Roanoke.
Uh-oh, watch out. Oh! A right cross to the jaw.
Right in the bicuspid.
Vader, very difficult to get him down early on, but right now he's been worn down a little bit. And he clotheslined the referee.
He got him in his finishing maneuver. The Angel's got him in his finishing maneuver.
Harley Race headbutts the Guardian Angel.
Now, he didn't hit the referee on purpose. That was an accident.
What do you mean?
That was, he just got in the way.
I think this was a setup. He clotheslined the referee, makes it disqualified. And Harley Race has headbutted the Angel. And now Vader. 1, 2. Oh, no.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the first round of the triangle match is Vader.
Vader wins the first one of the triangle match. We're going to get a rest period, and then Sting's going to come in here.
Never underestimate Harley Race. Never underestimate what that man has going through his mind. He has been in the ring so many times with the best this sport has to offer from all over the world, and he's got Vader ready. He's got him at a pitch this man is like has never reached before. Sting, you may get all your paint knocked off your face tonight, because as far as I'm concerned, Vader is ready.
All right, here we go again during the rest period.
Look at that, 452 pounds on old donut breath. 1, 2, 3, and the prune Danish bites it.
Yeah, but that doesn't tell all the story. What about the headbutt from Harley Race and knocking the referee down?
Ah, that's in the past.
Oh, yeah, you're right, it's in the past. Now it would be the benefit of Vader to end this one quickly, since he's had a pretty high-impact match with the Guardian Angel, as we await on Sting now.
You know, and Sting has to be watching this. He was in the backstage area. He was watching this on the monitor, and he knows what to do. He knows Vader inside and out. This is going to be a great one.
Ladies and gentlemen, approaching the ring is Sting. One of these competitors will be the #1 contender to the World Heavyweight Championship.
All right, like Gary Capetta said, one of these two, Vader or Sting, to be the #1 contender to Hulk Hogan's, and let me repeat that, Hulk Hogan's World Heavyweight title.
Repeat it again, Shivani.
Hogan doesn't have a bogus belt, Flair does.
As far as I'm concerned, if Flair tells me he's champion, he's champion. But Vader and Hogan are such good friends. Both on the hit series Thunder in Paradise. That would be a great match.
The bell, here we go.
But it's going to be Vader. I got that feeling. Vader's on a roll. He's got the momentum. Sure, he's just wrestled the Guardian donut breath, but I'm telling you, Vader is on a roll.
What a night we've had so far. New television champion Johnny B. Bad. New U.S. champion Hacksaw Jim Duggan, you heard me right. Hacksaw, yes, he's the man who holds the U.S. heavyweight title.
It's a psych job here now.
Yeah, Vader just had a match, so he doesn't mind right now wasting a little bit of time.
Yeah, but still, Vader's got that momentum. Believe me, having a match like he had with the Angel was a very tough match. What? But in his mind has his body rolling. His body doesn't control his mind. He knows what's at stake here. One more ham and egger, and he's got it. The #1 contender shot.
Do what? What was that word again?
Shot. Position. If you can't hear, maybe you should go back and hang with Oakland. Maybe you get some turtle wax and help him with his head.
Vader just pushing Sting away. Sting will buck up to a fight anytime. Vader looks kind of shocked. Look at that.
But see, that might be a little, Vader might be letting him think that.
Face to face they go again as Nick Patrick tries to get between them here now.
I wouldn't want to get between them.
No, neither would I. Fans, as we talked about during our little preview of the triangle match, these two men know each other quite well.
Very well.
Into the midsection. Vader won his first WCW World title by defeating Sting. Was back at the Great American Bash. Whoa, during the summer of '92.
Well, baseball may be on strike, but you won't hear many hits like that.
Grabbing Sting by the hair, pushing him back to a corner. Vader plants a big forearm.
WCW does not go on strike. We're 52 weeks a year of action.
Yes, and we are #1. Stomp to the foot. Again. Drop kick. Vader goes down.
See, Sting knows he's not going to cover him because he knows Vader's still got some gas in the tank. He's waiting for the right move.
Sting trying to get a quick win here, knowing that Vader.
Can you imagine what's going through their minds right now?
No clothesline, none again. Sting, whoa boy.
Sting got stung.
Yes, sir, he ran into 450 pounds that time.
He ran into, as far as I'm concerned, the most awesome athlete in the sport. Bar none.
Well, he's one of the biggest, I know. And look how he picks up a 260-pound guy and puts him down with ease. Boy, outweighs him by almost 200 pounds. Vader, this is the move he disposed of Guardian Angel with after the illegal headbutt from Harley Race.
It's over. Bye-bye, Stinger. You can hop on the Hound with Cactus. Your history. Your cold pizza. Tag his toe. He's done.
Any more cliches?
A friend in need is a pest. It's like you.
He's gonna do it again.
Why not?
Vader's going up top one more time. Middle turnbuckle. 450. Sting trying to get up. Sting's up.
Whoa!
Right in the gluteus maximus. Oh, and down to the midsection.
He got him right in the keister.
So much resiliency in Vader. The big guy, you can pound on him. You can plant him like Guardian Angel did, and he has so much mass that when he gets it moving his way, you're in trouble. He's gonna go for it now. Sting got up one time. I don't know if he can again or not. Vader trying to go for the early one like we said. He doesn't want this match to go long. Trying to end it now. Early in the match.
What is it? See, time is on Sting's side right now. Sting wants to prolong this as long as he can, because Vader's already had a match. Oh! If he'd have switched with that one, it'd have been over.
Watch out! Vader goes outside!
But he's still on his feet. The massive man from the Rockies is still standing. He cannot be hurt.
Sting's gonna go down low. There's a fight on the floor. stake the #1 contender to the most prestigious title in the world, the WCW World Heavyweight title, and Harley Race gets his blows in again. Watch out.
I'll see you.
Okay, I'm gonna suplex. Seems he saved our life. Harley's gonna suplex him on us.
I was history. I was out of here. They're going nuts here in Roanoke. They're giving the Sting yell. They think it's over. They think this man is going to become the #1 contender.
5 minutes gone by.
5 minutes gone by in this match. We have 10 minutes to go.
How much action can you see in 5 minutes here on WCW?
Oh my! He suplexed 450 pounds. Incredible, the heart and the strength of Sting.
He's airborne. Going up, coming down.
Vader tried to cover up that time, but Sting still connected. Well, that time he missed. He caught the knees in the solar plexus.
See, when you get a man like Vader down, you got to continue at him. You can't take advantage. Like Harley Race just told me, Bockwinkel messed up the coin flip, and I believe him. But don't worry, I got faith in Harley Race, and I know the way he has Vader.
Bockwinkel didn't make the coin flip. Harley Race did.
No, he just
so
told me
too
Bockwinkel
bad
did.
he's got to wrestle twice.
What ease. He's still got a lot in him. Vader still has a full tank of gas. He's going up. He's ready.
This is what he wanted to do earlier on.
The Vader man. Here he goes. Sting, I hope your insurance policies are paid up.
He's going over. He's going all the way up, Brain.
Nobody home.
Sting just rolled out of the way. And the big moonsault connected with only the mat.
Oh, he was a couple flies short of Happy Meal on that one. But Vader is still on his feet, Giovanni.
Incredible.
He's still on his feet.
The winner of this, the #1 contender to Hulk Hogan's World Heavyweight title.
This could go all night. What a great pay-per-view.
A superplex.
Half superplex, half DDT. And Sting is on his feet. You're not going to see action like this anyplace. Not in the NFL, NHL, NBA. Doesn't matter. This is it. This is the greatest.
This is World Championship Wrestling, where two men are going for broke. One to become the #1 contender to the world title. We've got it covered. We got a two.
You got him. Did you get him?
No, he did not. Sting, a fireman's carry pickup.
Look at that.
Into a crucifix.
Try picking up someday 450 pounds on your back. It's like doing squats with a Buick.
It's amazing how Vader, after this, he wrestled, what, the Guardian Angel, what, 10 minutes? Close to 10
12,
minutes?
13 minutes, I guess. And that was nip and tuck back and forth the whole way.
It's almost 10 minutes.
And that wasn't just an average wrestler. That was a 325-pound man.
Sting counting away, like we said, like a piece of leather.
This is it.
Going to the Stinger Splash. The fans respond to the Stinger Splash. We've got a two.
He got, no, he didn't get him. He got that shoulder up.
Well, I'm really kind of, here's the cover again. 1, 2. You know, I'm really kind of surprised here, Brain, because it wasn't a Scorpion Deathlock. Maybe he can't get the Scorpion Deathlock on the legs of Vader. Look at that over the top. 1, 2, we got a two count.
No.
And again he's out.
Again, you're right. How can you beat this man? You're going to have to use a sledgehammer. You're gonna have to drop an anvil on him. You're gonna have to hit him with boards. Anything. You have to nail him to the mat. Super glue his shoulders down. Whatever it takes. He keeps coming out of it. And he makes no effort to ping Sting, does he? He picks him back up. He's not done with him. That tells me Vader knows where he's at.
Sting, he tried to shove him through the ropes that time, but Sting just hit the middle rope.
He blocked it.
He's in major trouble here. Uh-oh, Harley Race again. Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Why can't we have a straight match? Why can't they take him and do something with him?
Because there's so much at stake here. Believe me, there's so much at stake.
Sting on the outside.
Harley Race is the Mike Ditka of wrestling. He has his team motivated, and he's got a team in
10
there.
minutes gone
450
by. 10
pounds.
minutes gone
One man
by.
is the team.
5 minutes remain in this time limit. One fall, 15 minutes.
What happens if it goes to 5 minutes?
We have 5 minutes overtime.
Is it overtime or sudden death?
No, it's overtime. Then if we expire overtime, then it's sudden death.
How much longer can they go?
Vader tried to end it early with those big moves off the top. He couldn't do it.
See, Vader's smart enough. He doesn't want to hit. He doesn't want to hit you with his fist all the time because you can break a knuckle, you can hurt your hand. But he wants those rock hard forearms to just rattle your cage. Look at this! Look at this!
Sting absorbing the blows. Look at Vader's face.
Give me all you got! Give me all you got, Vader! He's telling him. They're not human. He's not human.
They spell Sting H-E-A-R-T because he's got the heart.
4 minutes remain. 4 minutes.
4 minutes to go. Into the ropes. Sting clothesline.
Vader's slow getting up. He may have taken something out of him here. Harley Race is beside himself. He's pacing the floor like a wild animal. Sting realizes right now he can't wrestle him. He's got to get dirty with him. He's got to kick, he's got to bite, he's got to scratch.
He's got a foot out here.
Harley Race letting the referee know the foot's on the rope. Vader on the outside.
Shaking a little cobwebs out, but he's still on his feet. He's still moving, he's on his feet. Harley Race has him motivated. He's talking to the big man.
Yeah, he's over
Get
near
that
the wrong
camera
ring.
out of here.
He can go in any ring he wants.
Of course he can, but if he wants to win, he's got to go in the other one. And I think that's what he wants to do. Are they going to let the match continue in this ring? Apparently so.
Well, there's so much at stake here. This is to become the #1 contender.
Well, I agree. Nick Patrick doing the right thing. Let
I
him
believe
fight.
that too. You're right, Shivani.
Let him go, wherever it is.
Let him go. This is WCW at its best.
Up on top is Sting. Here it is.
He'll never kick out of this.
1, 2. He did. He kicked out of it.
He did. Their tank's got to be on empty. That needle's got to be to the end.
Well, we talked about heart. You got to give Vader a lot of credit for having heart as well. He may be cocky, he may be bad and arrogant and a cheater, but the man won't give in either. We are taking a look at two of the greatest in World Championship Wrestling going at it.
2 minutes left.
Two former champions. Two men who have seen each other, who have met each other, who despise each other, giving it their all to be the #1 contender at the 2-minute mark of the final match of the Triangle. The big man covers him.
He's got him.
And Sting is up. He got the left shoulder up.
What keeps them going?
Harley Race feels it should be over, but no, Sting is up again. That left shoulder, as you're looking at it right now.
Harley Race is getting on the referee. Why don't he count him out? Oh, look at that. It's like being hit with an axe handle.
clothesline.
What a perfect clothesline.
1 minute remains, 60 seconds.
Caught him in midair. Caught a 452-pound man in midair and slammed him.
But Sting,
45 seconds remain.
as we are less than a minute, cannot make a cover. And maybe he could have won it right there.
That took a lot out of Sting, believe me.
It sure did. To the gut.
30 seconds in the period.
At the 30-second mark. Here's a cover. 1, 2, and Hardy Race pulled the referee out.
No. Oh, no.
Scorpion Deathlock. Can he get him over?
15 seconds.
15, 14, 13.
Vader
10,
fought him off.
9, 8, 7, 6.
He won't get him. He won't get him. He's got the rope.
4, 3.
We're going to go into
2,
overtime.
1.
Can you imagine this, Schiavone? Nothing yet has been settled.
We are into overtime. It is going to be a 5-minute overtime period. As he's talking to Gary Cappetta, we'll get the official word. Gary?
Ladies and gentlemen, the time limit has expired for this first 15 minutes. The rules say we must have a winner here tonight. Therefore, we will enter a 5-minute overtime period.
They got to give him a little rest here, I would think, for crying out loud. It's the humane thing to do. He's asking for the bell already.
They don't care about humane. They won it. They won each other.
I didn't hear a bell. Has he asked for a bell yet? No. He's got to wait till both men are ready, I guess.
We're not going to wait.
Okay, here we go. Bell or not, the 5-minute period has started. 5 minutes overtime in a slugfest.
It's been everything.
Look at Sting. Look how his chest is moving in and out, breathing, winded, beaten.
Yeah,
but
he's
still
looking,
in it.
He's looking for the shell answer man, all right. He needs gas. He needs something to keep him going. He needs oxygen.
Up and down with a vertical suplex.
He may have vapor
4
locked
minutes
himself.
remain. 4 minutes.
4 minutes to go in the overtime period.
It's taking its toll on Vader, too. You can tell.
The fans here are out of breath, and they should be. We are too. This match.
The building here is not going to like WCW. No one has left their seats. No popcorn, no Cokes, nothing. Everyone is just focused on the ring, and no one's going to leave as long as these two are in the ring.
And our millions of fans watching on pay-per-view television across the world. Can you imagine what Halloween Havoc's going to be like?
I don't like Halloween. It's when people dress up in silly clothes and beg for food.
We're going, I think, for a superplex here now. Sting trying to counteract that. Pounding away at the big midsection of Vader. At the 3-minute mark of the overtime. Vader crashes to the canvas.
This is the second ring they've been in already tonight.
Look at Sting.
He doesn't have it in him. He can't come off that top.
He's just basically falling off the top.
That's the first thing that goes on is your legs.
He's going to make a cover. 1, 2. Vader
No.
got the left shoulder up.
Sting didn't have that much to keep him down either.
Sting trying a double leg pickup here. Or maybe a back body drop.
Try tomorrow, not tonight.
Vader lowered his center of gravity that time as he squatted down, enabling him to get out of it. And now Vader is going up top again. He tried to end the match early during the regulation time, could not. And now Sting.
2 minutes remain.
What is he going to do now?
Sting sets Vader down.
Look at Harley Race. He cannot believe it. I can't believe it.
Now, in this period, which I guess we're in the waning moments of this overtime period, if there is no winner at the end of this overtime period, we go to sudden death, which means the first man off his feet will lose. Like right there, if that was sudden death, Sting would have lost. But we are still going at it.
I'm gonna have to send out for a Gillette.
A Gillette?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to shave by the time this thing's over. This could go all night. Whoa! Can you imagine what that does to your spine?
Sting has got the left shoulder up again.
And they keep fighting. They have enough in themselves to raise that one arm.
Yeah, that's amazing. You're
1 minute remains, 60
Is it really
seconds.
worth it? You wonder sometimes. I guess.
The last minute to go in the period.
To become #1 contender for the most prestigious title in the world today.
45 seconds remain.
We're talking about Hulk Hogan's title, not Flair's bogus belt. 1, 2, Sting kicked out at 2, and Harley Race says no way.
I don't believe this. I do not believe
30
this.
seconds remain.
And then it's not a bogus belt.
Oh yeah, it is.
Well, you go up and tell that to Flair. You'll be eating soup for 6 weeks without teeth.
All right, what's Vader got in store as we are going
15 seconds.
Quarter of a minute.
10, 9, 8.
He's going for the power bomb.
7,
He's going for the power
6,
bomb.
5,
Can he cover it?
4,
No, you don't have time.
3,
No.
2,
1, 2. That's it.
What happened? What happened?
He went on the countdown.
No, Vader won it. I think Vader won it.
No, Nick Patrick did the right thing. He did the right thing.
Nick Patrick is talking to Gary Capetta. Let's see what he's going to say.
Well, the bell sounded a little bit late, but the countdown was there. Okay, Gary.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we have no winner at the end of overtime. We will now enter sudden death. And what that means is that the first contestant knocked off his feet will lose the match. We must have a winner here tonight to determine the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Sting could barely get to his feet.
Look at Vader, though. Look at Vader. He still has a sense about him. He is still stalking Sting.
There's the bell. It's overtime. Who's going to go down? Vader is laying him in.
It's do or die now. You got to reach to the bottom and pull something out like you've never had before.
Sting can barely stand, and Vader. Big blows. Vader with a second wind. This incredible athlete is laying it into Sting now. If Sting goes down, it's over.
You know whether I like Sting or not, and whether you like Vader or not, you got to admit, these are tremendous athletes.
Oh, did he go down?
He went down, didn't he?
He did not.
Did the knee touch?
He's holding himself up.
Where do they get it from? Vader's relentless. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Don't let it pass you by. Stay on him now.
He is blocked by Sting. Sting firing back.
He still got fight in him.
You're not kidding, he does.
Vader, use the rope. Stay along the rope.
Now it's Vader.
This can't go much longer, Schiavone.
Vader teetering. Vader may go down with this one.
No. What happens if they both go down?
There's the Guardian Angel. He and Harley Race are going at it. And the referee's with them. Vader went down.
No, he didn't. He slipped. On the left spot in the mat. He slipped.
No, Vader's down. There's no referee.
He never knocked him down.
There's somebody at the ring. The masked man's at the ring. He just hit Sting.
That masked man again.
That's the same guy. The same guy who hit Hogan in the leg just hit Sting.
Where's he going? Wait a minute. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
That's wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee raises Vader's hand, which means the #1 contender to the World Heavyweight Championship is Vader.
Oh, for crying out loud. Vader is the #1 contender, but he went down.
He slipped. There's a wet spot. See, they left that ring to go to the other ring because that ring had a wet spots in it from all the sweat.
Oh, yeah, right.
Then they went back to the ring, and I believe Vader lost his footing.
Well, who? It was the masked man.
Hogan!
Don't
this
ask me.
one's for you, brother, because I am the man. That's right. Vader!
Apparently someone wants to get Vader in the ring with Hulk Hogan.
Believe me, Kemosabe, I don't know who the masked man is.
All right, the Guardian Angel came out. He was angry because it was Harley Race that took him out of the match. The referee with him. Vader at this time went down.
He slipped.
No, he went down.
Sting's 5 feet from him. He slipped on a wet spot. But Sting will take the victory any way he can get it.
And there's your masked man. You see, once again, that pipe or whatever it is hit Sting on the leg. About this time, the referee comes in and Vader gets the win, for crying out loud.
That was a tire iron.
Oh, my goodness. You out of breath?
Oh, you don't know the pain I'm in.
All right. You're in a lot of pain, huh?
I'm in the pain. I'm exhausted. I'm excited. I've never seen a match like that in my life.
And we still got War Games, the match beyond, because pretty soon they're going to lower this double cage, and 8 men, I'll be with you in a moment, 8 men are going to be inside the cage. It's going to be war.
I don't know what to say, Shivani.
Well,
I can say one thing. Vader deserved the victory. He took it to Sting.
Well,
he fought Sting.
Yeah.
He beat the Guardian Angel.
Right.
He did everything he had to do, and he won the match.
All right, well, Vader is the #1 contender now to Hulk Hogan's WCW World Heavyweight title. Hacksaw Jim Duggan is the new U.S. champion. Johnny B. Bad, the new television champion. And, of course, pretty wonderful, they're still the tag team champs of the world. And Cactus Jack, by the way, Cactus Jack, when he lost the match, he did leave WCW. He walked right out the front door here of the Roanoke Civic Center. Well,
and you can find him on the corner. He's got a sign, "I'll wrestle for food."
That was pretty funny. I tell you, we've been talking a lot about Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, who will make a very, very important statement here at Fall Brawl. And for that important statement, let's go to our colleague, Mean Gene Okerlund.
He's your colleague.
All right, Heenan, don't kill a good thing. You could be in trouble here yet tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, ever since I've been at World Championship Wrestling, I must say one of the greatest rivalries I could ever recall exists here today between WCW Heavyweight Champion, the great Hulk Hogan, and of course a man who has been 11-time World Champion, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. He has legions of fans here in Roanoke, and of course so does the Hulkster. Of course, this rivalry escalated this summer at the Bash at the Beach in Orlando. Most recently at the Clash of Champions, the Nature Boy Ric Flair was suspended. It's been quite a feud indeed. And tonight, after I've talked to Ric Flair on numerous occasions and recently talked to Hulk Hogan, I have standing by from Las Vegas, Nevada, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and from his home in Bel Air, Florida, joining me at this time, the WCW Heavyweight Champion of the World, Hulk Hogan. Hulkster, by satellite, if you'd come in right now, you are looking good, big man.
Yo, Mean Gene, what's happening, brother? Just pumping the pythons, dude. You know, I wish I was at Fall Brawl. I wish I was there to have Hulkamania run wild one more time for you. But everything's pretty cool here at Hulk's gym, brother. You know, we're hanging and banging, getting the knee back in shape, getting all of our ducks in a row, brother, getting them all ready for the man that styles and profiles. You know, people say that Ric Flair's surprise took me off my feet last time, you know. Well, we've got a little surprise for Ric Flair, and that's why you and I, Gino, Mean Gene, that is, Lean Mean Gene, I might say, that's why we've got this hookup tonight, brother, because I have got the master plan, brother, to get Ric Flair right where I want him. And you know exactly where that's at, brother.
Well, now, you say
Mean Gene, I bet you just can't wait, dude.
What is the surprise?
And all my Hulkamaniacs have come up with. How about it, brother?
What is the surprise, Hulk? Don't keep us in suspense.
He's in Las Vegas at the Mirage Hotel. Some dude's going to get him now, man.
I love it, brother. Yo, Ric Flair.
Is it Hulk?
Yeah, this is the Hulkster. Where's Ric Flair?
Sorry, Rick's busy right now.
Well, you must be one of Rick's training partners because I can imagine how hard Ric Flair's training because, of course, Hulk Hogan's hanging and banging. Tell me you're his training partner. What's he doing? Taking aerobics?
Every once in a while we give Rick a real good workout, that's for sure.
Yeah, I bet you give him a real good workout. That's why his muscles feel like mashed potato muscles when I get a hold of him. Put him on the phone.
Sorry, he's real busy. You just can't call the real world champion every time you feel like it.
Well, you know, the real world champion is a man that's probably sweating to the bone right now. I seriously doubt if you, dear, can make Ric Flair break a sweat.
Hello? Who is this?
This, brother, is the WCW heavyweight champion. Who is this?
No, this is the real world champion.
Oh, I get your
Get
drift,
your
brother.
facts straight, big man. And I'm partying, and I got no time to be talking business to you. I'm retired, remember?
Well, let me
Resting
tell
on
you
my
something.
laurels.
Whoa, brother. We got a way to fix all that. See, that's the difference between reality and fantasy. The real WCW champion, brother, is hanging and banging right now. You, brother, are partying. That's the difference between you and me.
Just a minute, Hulkster. Hold on 1 second. Girls, it's going to take just 1 second, okay? Don't get bored with the conversation. We got an important call here. Go ahead, big man. Run this by me one time.
We're too busy to be.
Yeah, I'm going to run it by you. What do you want to hear?
You'll have to bring that back one more time. I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, well, I'll run anything that you want by you, brother. I just want to let you know that I have got the master plan how to get you back in the ring, brother.
You know, Hulkster, at this point in time, after defeating you just recently and being crowned the real world champion for the 12th time, I'm not sure I want back into business. What could you possibly offer me that would bring Ric Flair out of the luxury and the lifestyle that I'm in right now back into the sport of professional wrestling?
Well, you know, brother, you are the biggest rat fink in the game, brother. The dirtiest player in the game. By the last time we went out of the chute, I know that blackjack attack, brother, on the back of the Hulkster's leg was all part of your plan, dude. And oh yeah, the figure four, when you locked that thing on the tree trunks, brother, even though my leg was already snapped in half, for 1 second, brother, I forgot who I was. And that little squeaky referee, he may have heard me yell in pain. Maybe even I did say I had enough. But then when I heard the Hulkamaniacs, I got my act back together and put an end to it all. The thing is, Ric Flair, even with a bad wheel, even with a sneak attack, I took the best you had to offer. But since you're so afraid to get back in the ring with Hulk Hogan.
Rewind that one, big man. The word's not afraid. The word is laid back, relaxing. 12 times. You see this, if you had a camera in front of you, you'd see where the real World Heavyweight Championship belt is sitting. Right here between a bevy of beauties, pal.
Okay.
You're talking to Ric Flair. I'm out here in Vegas. Where are you right now?
Okay, brother, you're right. You're right, and I'm wrong, like always, okay?
Yeah.
But seeing how you always have the upper hand, how you always out-wrestle me, and how you have the real world heavyweight title, well, wouldn't you just like to get rid of Hulk Hogan once and for all, brother? Wouldn't you like that?
If I thought that I'd never have to hear your name again, I'd walk to the end of this earth, pal. Hey, let's get three things straight right now.
Maybe that's why, Ric Flair, you are the real world's heavyweight champion. So I tell you what, I'm gonna make you an offer that you can't refuse. With a bad knee, brother. With a victory on your side, because you did get your hand raised the last time, brother. And maybe you even did hear Hulk Hogan squeal a little bit in pain when you put the figure four on me, brother. I am now gonna tell you that if you will climb back in the ring with me for one last time, if you get your hand raised, if you can beat me right in the center of the ring with that figure four leg lock, brother, I put my whole wrestling career on the line. I will quit the WCW.
Wait. You're telling me that if I can beat you, that you will retire and leave the sport of professional wrestling forever?
Brother,
is that what I heard you say?
You heard it, dude. If you can beat me, if you can get Nick Bockwinkel to get you and me together. Yeah, you heard it on the same piece of paper. I will put my career on the line. I will do what you want. I will hand you my career on a silver platter, and you'll never see Hulk Hogan again. That's if you beat
girls. Hogan, I don't know what you've been doing the last month, but if you're saying that you will leave the sport of wrestling, if I beat you, my friend, you can make that match right now. Let me run something by you. There are three very valid points you need to review as you get in your car right now, from wherever you are, and drive home. The first one is that I heard you on national television say, I quit. I give up. I heard it, and the wrestling world heard it. The second thing you need to remember is that I left that ring last time the winner with the World Championship belt. It's sitting on the table in front of me right now, right here at the Mirage in Las Vegas. 4 good-looking women, the Nature Boy, it's the way life ought to be. And thirdly, and most importantly, if you're willing to put your career on the line, if you're willing to take that big reputation, that big name, all that notoriety, that fame, that money, and put it on the line and wrestle me, till the winner takes all, pal, you got it. Because I know, and you know that some way, somehow, Ric Flair will find a way to move Hulk Hogan out of the sport of wrestling. Right, girls? Yeah. All right. Woo!
Well, you know something, Mr. Ric Flair, the man that styles and profiles Learjets and limousines? It sounds like you and I got a deal, brother. Now, if you would just echo that same voice to Mr. Nick Bockwinkel, I'll put my career on the line, brother, and it has been etched in stone. I said it, it's done. We got ourselves a deal, brother.
Can you believe it? The Hulkamaniac. No more vitamins, no more prayers, no more little kids running around going, hey, Nature Boy, the Hulk's gonna get you. Hey, what are you gonna do, Hulk Hogan, when the Nature Boy runs wild on you, pal?
Woo!
It's done.
Sounds
you got
like
it,
we got
Hogan.
a deal, brother.
The deal is done. I'll get Bockwinkel on the phone right now. You don't move. The match is made anywhere, anytime. Goodbye, Hulk Hogan, forever. Woo! Oh, all right.
Hey, Jimmy. I just suckered him, brother. I suckered him into it, dude. Hey, Mean Gene. But the knee, brother, is getting a lot better, brother.
Whoa.
The knee's getting a lot better. Ric Flair,
What are you
got
doing?
the Hulkster's down card, dudes. Ric Flair should have never bet against Hulk Hogan, brother, because if I had to do 1,000, maybe 1,001 Hindu squats, I'd do them all night long, brother, to get Ric Flair in the ring, man. And just like I told Ric Flair, he's history, because day and night, I think about Ric Flair, brother. Day and night, I think about breaking him in half. Now we got a deal.
And I'm not going to say anything, Hulkster.
Go Hulkster,
All
baby.
right,
Way
Jimmy,
to
we
go,
got
man.
a deal, brother. We got him right where we want him. What you gonna do?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, making Ric Flair an offer he cannot refuse. I have got Nick Bockwinkel standing by. Tony, Bobby, take it away. I'm going to grab Bockwinkel. I'll be right back.
All right, so there you hear it, and incredible that Hulk Hogan would have put his entire career, would put Hulkamania on the line for a chance to get Ric Flair back in the ring. Now, Gene says he's going to get Nick Bockwinkel. Bockwinkel's got to reinstate Ric Flair for that to happen.
First of all, this is Hogan's master plan. He's putting the WCW Championship on the line and his career. This is the way he's suckering Ric Flair in, the dirtiest man in the sport today. Hogan, get on a couch and talk to a psychiatrist. You're nuts.
Well, fans, it certainly was a blockbuster statement here from Hulk Hogan. He seems very confident. He seems ready to go. And now Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel, who's been a busy man tonight, is with Mean Gene.
All right, Tony, we are here with the Commissioner of World Championship Wrestling, Nick Bockwinkel. You've heard what the Nature Boy Ric Flair said in Las Vegas. You heard the offer that was made by the WCW Heavyweight Champion, the great Hulk Hogan. What is the posture of your office on all of this rhetoric?
Well, Mr. Hogan has been in contact with me. He's been...
you had to see this coming.
Oh, yes, we saw this coming. We knew what he was going to do. We knew that the ploy that he, I think, successfully pulled off on Mr. Flair. And consequently, I have a statement that we've prepared. Mr. Flair doesn't even have to get a hold of me on the phone. He has already agreed on national television, so he is signed to the deal. Because of the magnitude of the circumstance surrounding the Hulk Hogan-Ric Flair controversy, we at World Championship Wrestling have granted Mr. Hogan his request to wrestle Mr. Flair on Sunday, October the 23rd, 1994, at Halloween Havoc at Joe Louis Arena in Detroit. Hulk Hogan will defend the World Championship Wrestling title against Ric Flair. We have been in contact with Mr. Hogan, and the stipulations have been finalized. In return for this office reinstating Mr. Flair, Hogan has agreed not only to put the world title on the line, but his career as well. In other words, if Hogan loses the match He will never wrestle again, never again for WCW or any promotion in the world. In addition, this is something that neither of these gentlemen know at this time, and it's being imposed by myself and the Championship Committee. In addition, the stipulation, I have one more thing to add. WCW is in the wrestling business. It is our desire to bring resolutions to the issue between Hogan and Flair. In order to do this, WCW has ruled that the match will be held inside a steel cage.
Wait a minute, Bockwinkel. What are you smoking?
I'm not.
No, something. You can't put those two men inside a steel cage. I mean, all hell is going to break loose. How could you possibly do it? You and the guys back there, what in the world are you thinking of?
Then the hell will have to break loose inside the cage.
I want to see that match as bad as anybody else, but I don't want to see it inside a steel cage. You can talk careers all you want.
You know the amount of things that have taken place and the amount of interference, it will be inside of a steel cage. Thank you,
I want to see you in the locker room area, ladies and gentlemen. What a bombshell. Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel now making it official. Hogan and Flair will meet. Hogan's career on the line, and the match will take place inside a steel cage at Halloween Havoc on October the 23rd. Let's go to the ring and Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the featured event of the WCW Fall Brawl. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the men and women of the Army and Navy, Coast Guard, and Marine Corps of the United States of America stand ready and on full alert to protect and serve, to place themselves in harm's way if necessary to protect democracy and justice around the world. And tonight, here in the Civic Center in Roanoke, Virginia, 8 of the most dangerous men in professional wrestling stand ready to protect their honor and manhood. Ladies and gentlemen, let the war games begin. Ladies and gentlemen, from Roanoke, Virginia, let's get ready to rumble!
There you see the cage being lowered. As Michael Buffer said, 8 men will go at it. The ultimate battleground since 1987 in WCW. And it wasn't too long ago that Colonel Rob Parker thought that Ming would be part of War Games The Match Beyond, but as we found out on WCW Saturday night, he was wrong. Here's what happened.
Colonel Robert Parker, I want to ask you, how is your blood pressure?
Well, my blood pressure's perfect.
What about your heart?
Well, you asking me about my heart. My heart's in perfect condition.
And your health in general, how's your health in general?
Why are you asking me all these questions? What are you getting to here?
I'll tell you what I'm getting to. Just before we went on the air, I was handed a note from the executive board here at World Championship Wrestling. And Robert Parker, Colonel Robert Parker, I want to paraphrase what they have said. Coming up at Fall Brawl, the War Games, Ming no longer will be allowed to wrestle in your foursome. And instead, they have ordered the directive.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to say that he's not in the... I know he's in the... We know.
Take a look right there. Read that. Colonel Parker, they have instructed us that you're going to be the 4th man in this group.
I don't even know no pair of cards. I'm no Professor. Let's reread that on. Okay.
Take a look at it. There's 3 paragraphs.
Oh, my face flushing red. Oh, no.
Don't look good at all.
Oh, my heart.
Don't look good.
Get home.
Arn Anderson.
Now, who pulled this coup off? Who pulled this coup off, Gene Oakley?
Come on, this man is out of control. Don't you touch me.
Well, an irate Ming, but nonetheless, Colonel Parker, Arn Anderson, Bunkhouse Buck, and Terry Funk will be on one side. But of course, they have to contend with family. And a very rich tradition it is. A rich tradition in wrestling and a rich tradition in war games. the Rhodes family, who came back together recently, father and son. Let's take a look.
Now, if I take this match on these conditions, we may get hurt real bad, but I expect that. We may get fined a lot of money. We may get hurt permanent. But if I take this match, Dustin Rhodes, under these conditions, understand one thing: we're turning the hurting around and we're putting it on them. My answer is, yeah, I'll be glad to be a partner.
However, at the Bash in Orlando, we soon found out what Arn Anderson's word was worth.
Listen to this crowd go crazy for Arn Anderson. Oh!
Arn Anderson just DDT Dustin.
Unbelievable! Here comes Ming. What's Ming gonna do?
Arn Anderson stomping on the arm.
I want to ask you a favor in front of God and the whole world. I know that the Clash of Champions on August the 24th, you put your name on the dotted line. I don't want you to look for another partner. I don't want you to go and find another man. I don't want you to go out and get on your knees and beg another scum-sucking pig to be your partner. I'm asking you if you can carry this old out of shape, old bent out, old spindly-legged man. I want to be your partner. I don't need no handshake, because out there right now tonight there's people with their brothers and their sisters and their wives. They are blood. The Kennedys were blood. The Earps were blood. The Rhodes are blood. I don't need a handshake. What I need now from you is just a hug and a kiss to seal the deal, baby.
Austin touched the corner.
Well, Arn Anderson in. He puts the DDT on.
He's going right for Dustin Rhodes.
Oh, he's been DDT. Wait a minute. And there's Ming. Elbow. Watch out behind you is Ming. Look at him waiting for him.
Dusty, look out.
Where's he going?
He knows better. He knows better.
What's he going to get here?
Probably a board or something. It's a chair. Well, he's going to sit down and talk it over. Dusty won't sit down and talk it over.
Wait a minute. Oh, my goodness.
Run for your life.
He's still got the chair on, and he's got a nerve hold on Dusty.
Opportunity is knocking on your door. I'm here for a reason. I didn't ride in here on this bad lightning boat just to be poked fun at. You know what I'm talking about? Scrap ball, Nastyville, call it what you will. I'm talking about pay-per-view television. I'm talking about the War Games. I'm talking about Colonel Parker and his men against Dustin and myself, and we're looking for real two good bad butts, you know what I mean? Guys that are bad. I've been watching you. You've been watching me. You know the whole story about family. But after seeing you, I don't know if you're nasty enough for me and Dustin in the War Games. Not bad enough? Not nasty enough? Is that nasty enough for you? That's what I'm talking about. Now listen up here just a second. Nobody's closer than blood. You two guys been together long time. Nobody's like family. Colonel Parker got Bunkhouse Buck, Terry Funk, Arn Anderson, Ming himself got a bad bunch. The War Games give an opportunity to be bad and nasty. Needs to rip and tear, everything you like to do. You don't have to think about it. Opportunities knocking. War Games. Dustin, myself, the Dream and the Natural, and the Nasty Boys.
at the War Games against Park and his men, brother. If you want to seal the deal, let me have the scrap ball dang, baby. That seems pretty nasty to me.
It's nasty time!
At the War Games, boy.
Got it. More gas.
The battle lines have been drawn, and we are on the verge of war as the cage has been lowered over the two rings. In a few moments, they will go in basically one man at a time, and it will only end when someone, after all 8 men get in, give up.
Well, they're going to have a bunch of meat wagons parked out back, because I doubt if all 8 of them are going to walk out of this ring. Someone's going to be carried out, probably. Oh, this is bigger than the gunfight at the OK Corral. Look at this apparatus. There's tons and tons of steel here. I could get hurt.
Very, very interesting rules for War Games, the match beyond. Let's hear from Mean Gene, the rules to War Games.
There are 7 periods in War Games. The first period lasts 5 minutes. All other periods, 2 minutes. 1 man from each team enters the ring during the first period. After the first period ends, the head referee flips a coin. The team winning the toss sends in its second man. After the second period ends, the other team sends its second man, making War Games 2-on-2. After the third period, the team which won the coin toss sends its third man in. The teams alternate during remaining periods until all 8 men are in the rings. Surrender or submission is the only way to win. No pinfalls, countouts, or disqualifications. Official time is kept at ringside. Head referee has final say in War Games.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the first team for War Games. Introducing first, from the Double Cross Ranch in Amarillo, Texas, Terry Funk. From Minnesota, 248 pounds, the Enforcer, Arn Anderson. From Bucksnort, Tennessee, 261 pounds, Bunkhouse Buck. And the greatest promoter on the face of the earth, ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Robert Parker, along with Ming.
Now, Colonel Parker certainly dressed up for a man who's got to go into battle here in a few moments, and I find it very ironic that just last night, Colleen Johnson from this town became the first runner-up to Miss America, and a day later, we're going to have a war.
I don't know what to say about this, Schiavone. I've never seen a match like this. It's going to be sit back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the opponents from the streets of New York City, former World Tag Team Champions, the Nasty Boys. From Austin, Texas, weighing 261 pounds, the natural, Dustin Rhodes. And ladies and gentlemen, the team captain from Austin, Texas, weighing 287 pounds, the legendary American Dream, Dustin Rhodes.
All right, here we go. It's one-on-one for 5 minutes. The natural Dustin Rhodes is in. Remember, anything goes. The match it's going to be Dustin and Arn, and we are underway. 5-minute period in War Games.
Boy, 5 minutes in there is going to be like an eternity.
Arn trying to send him to a cage. Dustin blocked it, and a roundhouse right. There you see our camera in. And cameraman Jackie Crockett taking his life into his own hands, but he's done it before. Down he goes.
You know, Dustin Rhodes, he wanted to start this match. I'm surprised Dusty Rhodes let him, but then again, like he said, we're blood, like the Kennedys, like the Earths. I don't understand.
Now what happens here, once again to refresh you on the rules, after the 5-minute period is up, they'll continue to fight, but we'll have a coin toss down at ringside, and of course Nick Patrick will preside over the coin toss. The team that wins the coin toss will send an additional man in, and that's when it gets interesting because it's going to be a 2-on-1 for 2 minutes, Spring.
Well, Parker would have the advantage if one of his men would come in through the whole match because it would always be 2 against 1.
That's right.
I got to go with Parker. This is great.
The team that wins the coin toss gets that 2-0 on it. Whoa! 1 man advantage. Arn Anderson hits hard. His head on the back.
That's cyclone fence, and you know there's always little birds, little pieces of raw metal sticking out. You can be ripped apart in this cage.
Dustin picks him up for an atomic drop. Dustin with a head of steam, a boot to the jaw.
We can have a rule in the book out here.
You know, Parker is the only man that doesn't want to get in this match. I mean, Rhodes family, they like to fight. The Nasties are nuts. I mean, Terry Funk, Bunkhouse Buck.
Arn Anderson, look at his head. I didn't think it would fit down in there, but it's between the rings.
Looks like he's having a reverse MRI.
And Dustin. And Arn going at it. It was Arn Anderson who betrayed Dustin Rhodes, as we saw right before the match.
You know, the Rhodes family, none of them can read or write. Did you know that?
That's not
No,
true.
they're illiterate. Oh, they can't read or write a thing.
I know for a fact that's not true. Because I know Dusty personally.
Yeah, Dusty makes the big X. Dustin makes 2 X's.
Over the top, remember, no countouts, no disqualification.
You know, a cage match is so dangerous, Schiavone.
Dustin! He came across 2 ropes!
I mean, people don't understand. Nobody in, nobody out. There's tons and tons of steel and metal. Careers haven't ended in cages.
Come on, get up now!
No man should be settled in a cage.
I do understand, of course, the doors are pretty swinging right now, but once all 8 men get in, they will padlock the doors, and nobody can get out until someone gives up. The ultimate battleground in WCW. Flip-flop fly, big elbow. And I tell you what, Arn Anderson gets beat up here.
John Dillinger couldn't bust out one of these cages.
Gary Capetta is checking on the time, and of course will give us a countdown until the end of the period.
Now, if Dustin was to give up in there now, it would be over, right?
No, it cannot end.
Until all 8 are in there?
You cannot give up until all 8 men get in. You can be beaten unconscious, but they can still beat on you until all 8 men are in.
Well, you know, Terry Funk wants to fight. You know, Bunkhouse Buck wants it.
Big clothesline for the Natural. You know, I talked about this match being a part of WCW since 1987. And in that very first War Games that was held in Atlanta, Georgia,
2
during the
minutes
Great
remain
American
in this
Bash.
5-minute period. 2 minutes remain.
2 minutes to go to the coin toss. In that very first War Games, there were 10 men at that time. But of the 8 men tonight, only 2 men are veterans of that first War Games, and those men are Arn Anderson and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Believe me, after that first one, they felt it for a long time.
Absolutely.
And tomorrow morning, and for the rest of the month of September until the end of the year, they're not going to recover from a match like this. Nobody's going to walk away feeling 100%. You can't, Schiavone.
Arn Anderson getting his blows in less than 2 minutes. We are going to have a coin toss.
And anything goes. And people take advantage of a cage. I've been in cage matches. I know they bang me up in cages, and I've tried to do the same to people. You got to take advantage of it. It's the most dangerous match in wrestling today.
And not only that,
1 minute remains in the period. 60 seconds.
Can you imagine the announcement that we heard that Nick Bockwinkel took up the world title in a cage?
A world title in a cage? I don't understand where he's coming from.
I mean, Hulk Hogan said he put the career on the line, putting Hulkamania on the line.
I'm taking on him, Arn. Taking on him, Arn.
You realize what was at stake here. I don't think Nick Bockwinkel double-crossed them both.
It may have backfired on him. All right. Dustin with a big drop kick.
30 seconds remain.
Arn Anderson trying to roll out.
You just can't get out. There's a lid on it. You can't climb over the top.
Nope.
Nothing.
Arn trying to savate kick to the head.
15 seconds left in this first period.
Crossing the legs here, pulling up on a leg.
10,
half grab is on.
8,
Oh, I'm going to see who's the next one.
6,
Who's the next one?
5,
Okay.
4,
Ready for the coin toss.
3, 2,
Down in the right corner, as you can see. Here it is. Colonel Parker called heads.
Heads. It's
It is
heads.
heads.
You win. Oh, Parker's got the advantage. Parker's team has the advantage. And Bunkhouse Bunk is here to fight.
So now it's 2-on-1.
Now, Arn doesn't have to leave, does he? He has to stay.
He has to stay
in. Oh,
in.
this is going to be great. Body parts and everything.
Big cowboy boot to the jaw.
And is a fresh man all the time. Now, how long before the next guy comes in?
2 minutes.
Which could be Terry Funk, right?
No, now they alternate back and forth. Didn't you read the rules?
I'm so excited. Well, I can't read the. Our director wrote it in crayon, and it was so hot here it ran.
Director wrote it in crayon.
Oh, you got yours too, huh?
Double elbow. In less than 2 minutes now, they're going to even up the sides. One of the Nasty Boys or the American Dream will come in. Look at this, 2-on-1.
Who do you think it'll be?
Over!
It's got to be Dusty. He's not going to let his punch.
Come on, Dust!
Take this.
You got to get up, baby! You got to beat them!
It's your fault, pal. It's your fault for neglecting your kid. He wouldn't be in the situation he's in now.
1 minute remains in the period, 60 seconds.
1 minute to go. And the Nasty Boys and Dusty huddling up on the corner there, deciding who is going to go in. Meanwhile, it's an unmerciful 2-on-1 in ring number 2.
Oh, they're going to break his knees here.
Look at this. That's what they're trying to do.
Sure, take his wheels out.
30 seconds.
What's Daddy doing? What's Daddy doing?
30 seconds.
Doesn't matter if he gives it up. It's not going to help him. This is War Games. You wanted a war, you got one.
15-second mark, and here we go.
9, 8, 7.
Here comes the countdown.
5,
and the door opens. It's going to be Jerry Styles of the Nasty Boys.
1.
And here he comes.
That's always the advantage, the fresh one.
Many of our announced teams in WCW really wondered if the Rhodes family could trust the Nasty Boys. I don't think there's any question right now.
I don't think you can.
Oh, I think you can. Over! It was a Bunkhouse Bunk waffle. Arn Anderson down hard.
You have no idea, Schiavone, what that takes out of you, having your body thrown in that cyclone fence by the likes of a Nasty Boy.
Go to a power driver, got him. Dustin back to the attackers, it's 2-on-2.
He picked him up so high, his feet hit the top of the cage.
Remember, the basis of this has been a long-standing feud. There's a low shot, but those are legal.
Yeah, nothing matters here.
Nothing. The basis has been a long-standing feud with the Rhodes family and the Funk family. It turned into the Rhodes family against Colonel Parker's troops.
This is like 8 pit bulls in a cage, fighting for
1 minute
survival,
remains
fighting
in the
for that
period.
dish of food,
60
fighting for your
seconds.
life for freedom.
Now, in 1 minute, Colonel Parker will send another man in. He'll have another advantage of 3-on-2. And I would venture it's going to be Terry Funk. I don't
it's
think
not going to be the Colonel.
No, they wouldn't let him in right now.
And Terry Funk is ready. He's got his jeans on. No wrestling tights, no wrestling boots. He has come to fight.
The advantage solely in the hands of the natural Dustin Rhodes and Jerry Sags and the Nasty Boys now.
Terry Funk wants to get his hands on the Rhodes family. He lives for this.
Dusty calling out to his son. He said, watch your back when the countdown ends.
15 seconds.
Terry Funk's going to bring it. Well, he threw a chair up there, but he forgot there was a top on it.
8, 7,
He's
6,
5.
He's
got a boot.
4, 3, 2, 1.
He can't wait, and here he goes.
The Savage is loose. He is loose. Terry Funk will sacrifice his own body. Doesn't matter. He's in a kick-keister.
Look at him going at it. 3-on-2. Funk. Bunkhouse Buck. Arn Anderson against one half of the Nasty Boys in the natural.
I guess there is no legal man. Whoever's in there's legal.
That's right. It's a wild one.
Wow.
No pinfalls anywhere.
And you notice Terry Funk went right after Dustin Rhodes.
Absolutely.
And Dusty Rhodes is out there, he is frothing.
Look at him taunting, he's taunting Dusty. Look at it. He's taunting the American dream. Look right in front of his father. Putting his head in the steel cage. Right in front of his father.
Here, Danny. Here's your boy.
Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan better take note of the dangers of the cage. Careers can end right here. We could see the end of Hulkamania at our next pay-per-view.
Believe me, I know Ric Flair. You back him into a corner, and you better be armed and ready, because he's going to come out and fight for his life. Nobody's better than Ric Flair when he's backed into a corner. Ride him, cowboy.
And a very frightened Colonel Parker. He kind of looked chicken there to me.
You got a dream. They win it. He's not a wrestler. He doesn't belong in there. He's an entrepreneur.
All right, the countdown continues. We are going to have apparently Brian Knobbs to even the score 3-3 after the countdown. Here we go. In the middle, Terry Funk.
Oh, could have broke his neck. He's disappeared. It's like the earth swallowed him up.
Now remember, there's only one way to get back into this battleground. That's back the way you came.
Look at this, Schiavone. Did you ever see a fight like this in your life?
Never.
Terry Funk is still standing. He's still fighting.
It's time to even the score. Look how Funk did the right thing.
But he's got a...
Boy, they all did the right thing. They meant it before he could get any momentum. And it's 3-on-1. Oh, no! Jerry Sags! They get Brian Knobbs. And now Jerry Sags. Using the cage.
Take a piece of cabbage and run it across a grater?
Yes.
Or run a tomato through a screen door? Same thing.
Only one more man remains for each team.
And it's Colonel Parker and the nasty dream himself, Dusty Rhodes. And that Texan is pacing.
And
he's talking.
And I understand that once a man gets in, the cage is going to be padlocked. It's going wild at both ends. It's hard to really call everything. You've got to look around.
This can't go much longer.
It's got to. It can't end.
How much more can they take?
Well, I know they at least got to have 5 more minutes or so until the match can end.
Look at Sags has the boot of Terry Funk. Hello. Courtesy of Al Bundy, shoe salesman. Listen to that.
Down goes Terry Funk.
Terry Funk is out. And look at Ming here beside us, Schiavone. He is back and forth, back and forth. Colonel Parker, he's beside himself. He is soaking wet. He is wet to the skin.
You can do it, Colonel Parker. Go in there.
He is sweating through his shoes.
Colonel Parker, in just a few moments, is the next man in. And he'll give his team an advantage, 4-3. That is, if his heart can take it. Oh, he's scared.
I can't eat water. I ain't doing anything.
You gotta wonder if that's me. It's time for Colonel Parker to go in. Colonel, go on in there.
No, he wants Ming to go in. Parker wants no part of this.
He better get in there. We'll delay this 2-minute period until it gets in.
I can't call the action. Schiavone, there's 2 guys in one ring fighting. There's 5 guys in another ring, now 6.
There's Colonel Parker seizing the opportunity.
Oh, he's hurt his hand. Maybe he broke a hand.
Now they're going to lock the cage.
The dream is still on the floor. The Nasty Dream is still on the floor. Oh, Chicken Dream.
He's going to be the last man in to even it up. The veteran of the War Games. The man who was there for the first one. No one has competed in as many War Games as the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, the three-time world champion, Ming, carefully watching. Colonel Parker has an upper hand with a belt. They're beating each other to death.
Look at this, Schiavone. Nobody scarred their body more than Dusty Rhodes. Nobody's been through more pain than Dusty Rhodes. Watch this fight erupt.
60 seconds.
1 minute to go. Once Dusty comes in, then the match beyond begins. And that means the only way to win is to get the other team to give up.
When Dusty Rhodes gets in.
Oh, yeah. Look at Ming on the outside. He's going to try to carry the...
Well, he can do it. He can do it. When Dusty Rhodes gets in this cage, the top's going off this building.
There's the look at a legend. 3 times. And they're chanting his name.
They want him in there. They want him to help his punk kid and his 2 nasty friends.
7, 6, 5.
The countdown for the American Dream.
2, 1.
The door's on the shit.
Here he goes. And they're triple teaming. Oh, yeah, he still got it.
The big Texas Brahma Bull is loose. And I don't know who the hell can ride him.
He's throwing them all around.
Oh, he wants the Colonel. Extra crispy or original. He don't care.
Ming wants in the cage, but he can't tear it loose. The doors are locked.
Somebody should stop this. This isn't right. This is no way to settle anything.
Oh! He's going to climb the cage with Ming.
Where is Ming? Where is Ming?
Dusty. He's going for the leg. He's going to put the figure 4.
Oh, no.
Look at Ming trying to crawl the cage.
This is inhumane.
The referees are checking. They're calling the bell.
Dusty Rhodes did it.
Has submitted the winners of the match. The team of the Nasty Boys, the natural Dustin Rhodes, and the legendary American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
So there it is. They went after Colonel Parker. They got him, and look at Ming.
Run for your life. Run for your life.
Yeah, starting with Jackie Crockett, our cameraman.
Well, he should get kicked. I've never seen a pay-per-view like this in my life, Schiavone. And what's in store for Hogan? What's in store for Flair inside of a cage? It's not going to be pretty.
Well, possibly the end of Hulkamania. And there's a very irate bodyguard.
Boy, believe me, if you got a weak stomach, that's nothing you want to see. They went at each other from the time the bell rang. Back and forth, back and forth. Nobody taking a back step. They use the cage, they use boots, they use belts. Wow.
Well, this was as wild as they get. Colonel Parker, that's a night he won't forget. And neither will he. And that's probably trouble for somebody.
He looks to the future, but he won't forget the past.
Dusty Rhodes slapping on the figure 4, and then 1 nasty, 2 nasty. just dropping down on Colonel Parker, who is not even a wrestler. This is a disgrace.
Oh my God, they hit me. They busted something in my inside.
All right.
Help out here. Get somebody out here.
The winners,
Matthias.
the team of Dustin Rhodes, and the Nasty Boys, as we take a look and listen at the carnage of the ring.
I'm trying to get my
Brain, here's some of the action again.
I don't know how to call this. You can't really call it. There's just bodies flying all over the place. Thousands of pounds of bodies. Dusty Rhodes has the figure four locked in good and tight on Colonel Parker, a wrestling promoter, a manager, a man who does not belong in that ring. And there's both Nasties, all 600, 700, 800 pounds of them, just beating the daylights out of the Colonel. This is something no man should have to be put through. This is War Games. This is WCW. Funk's missing a boot. Arn Anderson's body is all scraped up. This is War Games. Oh, I've never seen anything like this. You got to get him back. Get him back there.
Well, there's a lot of arguing.
Oh my, where did that happen from?
And Colonel Parker being helped out right through us.
Look at Colonel's pants. He's had an accident.
Well, let's kind of recap what has happened here so far tonight. You out of breath, Brain?
Yes.
New World Television Champion.
Yes, I am.
New, unexpectedly, United States Heavyweight Champion. The Masked Man gets involved again, this time with Sting and Vader. Vader becomes the #1 contender. Colonel Parker
who was forced into the match.
Yes,
it was originally Ming. The man should have never been in that ring.
Let's bring in Mean Gene. And Gene, of all that's gone on tonight, I want to get your comments. And you were standing there beside of Nick Bockwinkel when he made what has to be one of the biggest, a blockbuster announcement concerning Halloween Havoc.
I would have to say, without any question of a doubt, that is the biggest announcement that I have heard thus far at World Championship Wrestling. I mean, we have heard so many profound things over the years, but this has got to be the one that Bobby Heenan really shocks me. The fact that Flair and Hogan are going to meet is one thing, with a career on the line, but my God, why anybody would put these two men with the tremendous animosity that exists between them inside a steel cage. You had a pretty good example of what happened tonight in the War Games.
Let's put all animosity aside. Just understand what I'm saying. You saw at the Clash the mental frame of mind Hogan was in, how he went after Flair. I've never seen a Hogan like that before in my life. He got his hands on chairs, crutches, canes, whatever he could. What is he going to do in a cage? He may have backed himself into a corner. And you know Flair, he's got to have the belt. He's got to be the champion of the world. I don't think they realize what Nick Bockwinkel was going to do. I don't think one man's career could be over. I think they both could end up in very serious trouble.
Well, needless to say, Tony Schiavone, it's going to be a very big night, October the 23rd at Joe Louis Arena in Detroit. By the way, proceeds from that event are going to be going to the Muhammad Ali Foundation. Tomorrow in the Motor City, there will be a press conference, Flair, Hogan, and Muhammad Ali. I don't know what's going to come out of that, but it should be a real barn burner or ball. No,
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I tell you what, it could be
Buster.
the end of Hulkamania. Now, fans, we do understand. I was getting a message from Craig Leathers. There is some sort of disturbance back in the dressing room. It concerns Ming.
Oh, you've got to
We're
be
trying to
kidding me.
break a camera
He's
back
haywire.
there. I think if we probably won't get a camera back there in time to show you. If we don't, we will show you this weekend on WCW Saturday night. We knew Ming was mad.
Well, you got to watch the Pro Saturday morning. Then you got to watch Saturday night. Then you got to watch the main event. The whole weekend, we're going to recap. We're going to have everything that
This
happened
guy
here
has
tonight.
got a screw loose, though. I mean, this guy comes unglued.
Our next pay-per-view is coming up at Detroit's Joe Louis Arena, Halloween Havoc. Who is the Masked Man? Will he get involved? Will we see the end of Hulkamania? Will Hulk Hogan never be able to wrestle again? Those Answers hopefully, those questions hopefully will be answered in the weeks to come. And fans, we're going to leave you taking a look at what happened with Vader and with Sting in the #1 contender. And we ask you once again, the Masked Man, who had a hand in Hogan and Flair on the 24th, had a hand tonight. Who is this man? And is he going to help spell the end of Hulkamania? From Roanoke fans, let's take a look at what happened. There's the Masked Man hitting Sting on the leg with the apparently lead pipe or whatever it was. Sting went down off his feet and the referee had turned around.
It looked like a tire iron to me.
Well, you would know about those things, Heenan.
So Vader becomes the #1 contender. Who was the Masked Man? We hope to find out.
Quite
Fans,
more.
The next time we'll see you on pay-per-view will be Sunday, October 23rd, Joe Louis Arena, and it could spell the end
Get your hands
of
off me.
Hulkamania. In a cage, Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan. And once again, we'll see you on WCW Saturday night to show you the disturbance, hopefully, of what happened with Ming.
I'm going to get in the
For Bobby
back and see what
Brain
Ming's up to.
And Mean Gene, I'm Tony Schiavone. Thanks for joining us.